blah blah. Send it out to
I guess like however many processors
various
you have
vendors and see who
on
comes
that
out and what. So
on
I
that
don't know yet.
post.
Because it seems
They
like
can charge you for all
that's kind of a
even though
move.
Yeah,
you
they-
can't use all of them.
Big
They can
data,
charge you. Yeah, they
cachet
can charge you
style
for
database rather
whatever. They
than
charge you by the host.
rational.
Yeah, that is true.
Right, and
So,
and
yeah,
that actually
moved
makes a
off
lot
to-
of sense for what we do because especially because we're interfacing
That is
with
absolutely true.
individual
One
chemical
box all by
companies
itself.
where it goes out and gets information from theirs. So that
But that was probably
actually
after the
makes good
guy
sense.
who
We'll see. We'll
ran
see.
it said, "Well, it's still on physical hardware, right?" And I'm like, "No, it's been backing up as a VM for 6 months."
Why not just put it on a little VM cluster?
Hey, let's
Yep.
all right.
That's done.
I was good to see that I won a prize for a
5 minutes out.
participation award,
Good,
essentially, in
Ah.
the NetFest.
Oh.
You already did?
Yeah, both of
Well,
us won 2 tickets.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
already
that's
on our way!
Supplier,
Nice.
whatchamacallit.
Congratulations. That's a good.
How does that happen?
Well, he
I'm
said
guessing
that
you
share your
ignored it because you
Steam.
didn't want to see your Steam value.
Yeah, I did put your Steam value up.
Yeah.
And how many games you haven't played?
I
98%.
won.
Yeah, well, and purple.
You
You're probably better than me.
98%?
No, I'm saying
Oh,
this. So
I was gonna say,
I gotta
dude.
tell you, my percent's not too bad. I'm at 59% played. So.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I would be
Yeah.
higher than that.
I'm probably better than that.
I'm,
I hate to say it, but
no,
I
so you'd be
probably
lower.
played most of mine.
I think I was only 40%
you
played.
played 59%.
59% of my
I
games
bought a
I
couple
play.
of
Oh, yeah, I would be way
So
lower.
60% of my games
I would
play.
be way lower than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm okay. I played most of them for about a minute.
Thank you, exactly. I did that one time, too.
So, you know, but that was just one of
Right,
the
'cause you got
the
to
newest
That's what the value
I know,
was.
the newest
Right,
Steam
exactly.
account.
Well, the problem is that
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. What was the count that won? 5,000?
Oh wait, Steam
what?
for what?
Yeah, it was crazy.
For
It was like, I looked at-
$5,000.
Yeah, then what's
I easily-
it's worth or something?
I'm sorry, I
value.
easily beat it. I'm
Oh,
at nearly
really?
2,000.
Wow.
I'm at nearly
I
2,000
figure it's only
Steam
about
games,
$1 a
so-
game because you can't.
Oh,
Sell
I get
them.
18.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sell
I was just,
anything.
yeah, but they're all worthless because you can't sell them.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
You know, they've been working on legislation that forces them to allow it to sell, but I don't really think that's a good idea. It's
I
gonna
don't
drive-
know.
But you sell the key. So
It's
basically,
okay to sell a key if you haven't used it yet. Here's my problem with it.
no. Like when you say, "Okay, I'm done with this game," and then it like
I'm
kills
done.
your game, like it no longer will work
Right.
in the system, and Steam creates a new key that you can send to somebody
My
else.
issue is that with indie developers that make like really great 10-hour games, it's going to disproportionately hurt them. And I would rather have a great 10-hour game than a shitty 400-hour game.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of walking through wastelands and nothing. You know?
Yeah,
I'd rather have 10 hours
Well,
of
if
greatness.
you just play over,
than
if
400
the
hours
only
of
game you
shit.
play
I just
is
don't. I don't think it's the way to
Overcooked,
go.
it's
Yeah,
shitty.
the whole open world thing can be abused.
Yeah,
easily. I know
it's
quite a few,
problematic.
especially a lot of these indie games where we have crafting the open world. And
It-
it's like, well, all of them do. and
It'll
it's
crash
like-
the indie market, and I don't want the indie market crashed. Even
Well,
though I think fucking the people over at, I think the people over at EA probably deserve it.
Yeah.
I don't think the indie developers that would be mostly hurt by it. The unintended consequences are the worst thing about legislation.
Yeah, maybe yes, maybe there's no new factor.
Yeah, the other
How do
thing
you
is
degrade it somehow
actually let's just bring
as a
up,
used account?
Speaking of which, you pulled up my value.
Let's
It's
just-
mine sits around 3,500. And
live from the 6th floor basement of the Guys Games and Beer
Blah, blah.
Towers. It's Guys Games and Beer. Sorry, I was about to run out of video.
Yeah, see, figured you
Well,
would throw something on
I
the
only get
screen.
one. So
All right.
I only get one. So, we're
ready
talking
right
about
now.
Steam, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
We're in a
Steam.
Steam conversation about the idea
Well,
of
explain
selling
why
games.
we are in this Steam conversation in the first place.
Well, for NetFest, some of the costs.
Well, because somebody decided to crank up the volume. Wait, you can see T-Face.
So
Yes.
So one of our great leaders has already put out a contest for us to play, and that was to compare our Steam accounts
Pull out our.
and pull out our Steam accounts and show them.
Yeah, whip that
Yeah.
Steam account out,
Which
baby.
one's the bigger?
How do I know what the value of my
Which
Steam
one-
account
Hey, you know
is?
what? You got a prize for the smallest Steam
Steam
account too.
go to
Mm.
There's no prize in the other stuff.
Yeah.
So and then we were just kind of randomly talking about Steam, and then it led to one of the things was your Steam account is worth. So
Right.
whoever has the,
They actually put a dollar value on
they
your
put a
Steam
dollar,
account.
and then
Yeah.
but the problem is we thought the Steam account was worthless because you can't actually trade them out.
Right, you can't resell any of this.
I mean, you have the pleasure of the game,
or
but-
even trade it. Or even trade
or
it.
trade it.
Right.
Or maybe that
But-
would be. Maybe that would be the answer to you.
I think it
You
would.
still think
I
that-
think it would be a problem.
But it would kill the indie
I-
market. But indie games are so cheap that
When
I
there
don't
was
know you could get underneath the price.
when there was a
point.
physical presence, I'm really okay with the idea of being able to trade it. I think legally you should be allowed to if there's a physical item. The problem is indie devs barely make anything. And when an indie dev, if you can like sell off an indie dev stuff,
Okay, wait.
they don't make anything.
Wait a second.
Wait,
We're done for all the time. We're done for all the time. You can come in. We're done. We're done. Hey! Camera's there.
Yep, camera's there.
Other camera's gonna be there.
Other
We're done
camera's
yet.
there. Okay.
yep, we're gonna do top down.
But
Wait.
we brought the sexy elf bringing gifts.
Yay.
Hey, you're gonna be over here so we can see you. So,
Everybody!
we're getting in the spirit.
Hey. I bought the spirits.
You
I
bought it.
bought the spirits.
Okay, well, what is the spirit today?
The spirit is in honor of buying our new house. I finally unpacked more than half my basement and then found my Scottish flag.
Now,
Oh!
now wait a
So-
second. Hold on. We gotta do this right.
Okay, wait.
Okay. So
There's a plan.
There's a plan here.
plan. So we
Just
had
12% of
now
the plan.
finding just the right beer for the Guys, Games, and Beer crowd is a tough job. So we started looking. We found these. These are Big Lebowski inspired, basically White Russian ales.
Oh my fucking
And we
god.
thought about them. And we're like, no, this doesn't quite work. We need something special.
No,
Wait a minute.
we'll try it.
That's not special.
These are the honorable mentions.
Okay, honorable mention.
So
Okay.
these, and then we went into a different section and we found these. These are from Sagatuck Brewing. So we have the Beam Me Up Scotty Coconut Stout and the Darker Than Your Soul.
Oh, that's mine.
It doesn't even say what it is, so.
It's just darker than your soul.
So we looked
Perfect.
at those and we thought, okay, maybe we've got something here. But then,
Ah,
This is
then we went to
Impressive.
the bargain bin, and we found,
oh, that's not
TTOB!
we found the
Keystone?
beer. So,
No, better.
as we always do, we tried to find just the right beer for you guys because we love you so much. So, at a whopping 99 cents a bottle,
yes.
We
and in
found
honor for
Excuse me.
the Guys, Games, and Beer crew from Pick Up and Go Games, Merry fucking Christmas,
Merry fucking
goddamn
Christmas.
New Year,
we found the
Sheep Shagger!
Yes.
Nice.
Sheep Shagger Scotch Ale, from, here you go, from
Tyrone.
Tyrone and Lake Mills, Wisconsin. So, one for everybody.
All right.
Okay,
Okay,
one
so
down, pass it
but
around.
we have to actually set up a beer cart first.
We will, let's get everyone.
So wait a minute.
This is
Guys,
bonus beer court.
look at the camera and introduce yourselves again, because I mean, you guys, not like our audience hasn't seen you guys 1,000 times, but just the same for anybody who might be tuning in
This is Heather, and
And
I'm
this is
Scott.
Scott.
with.
We are Guys, Games, and Beer. We are with. We are with Pick Up and Go Games, and fellow Guys, Games,
Oh,
and Beer
sorry.
groupies.
you're-
Yeah.
I think that'd be okay.
I would say honorary member.
Honorary
Okay.
Nice.
In fact, I thought you guys
So-
were members for the longest time.
And we had to, of course, come in the spirit. So
You did
the
come in the
truly,
spirit,
the
actually.
truly ugly, not just sweater, but
There's
the
a
truly
gun.
ugly outfit. So.
gun.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Gun.
Okay. So we are ready.
So we figured.
2, 1.
Now this is nice. We figured
Okay.
that with the nice tartan, it's Christmassy and it's
Okay.
local.
Well, seeing as you bought it, you have to read the description off the back. It's right there.
Okay.
So that's law.
Oh
That
goodness.
is law.
So, of course, I'll read the description straight out. Colonel Carmichael, an educated and accomplished
Oh, you have to cock
Scotsman.
it first. So now it's stuck.
Now you can't cock
You-
it.
You gotta
broke
cook
it.
it. Oh.
Someone did it
Okay,
for me.
continue, please.
I'll figure it out.
Settled in Lake Mills in 1844. He selected a location at the head of Rock Lake, which he stocked quite largely with sheep, intending to make a sheep farm of the place. He had 500 sheep driven in from Ohio, and shepherds with their dogs and crooks come clear from Scotland. We can picture it now. The colonel relaxing on the back porch with his sheep shagger Scotch ale in hand.
And his wellies.
Looking onto his field and watching the shepherds shagging sheep for shearing.
Oh, that's what they're calling it nowadays.
Shagging means retrieving what you were thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other.
Yeah,
So someone
well-
please open my.
I didn't
Yeah.
put together that they were from Lake Mills. I know.
Didn't you know that?
All the time.
Yes. So
Yeah,
if you
I'm
never
gonna
head
it.
to Lake Mills,
I've
and find it.
been at their brew. Sometimes they got a really good brew house there. Oh my god, it's great. They get live bands there all the time and everything. It's I go there
So
all the
guys,
time,
check it out.
actually.
What?
Tyrannus Brewing Company.
I'm sorry, next time.
Next time you want to go get your sheep
Shagged.
shagged, yeah, you want to go shag some sheep.
All right,
you
let's give
gotta-
this a try. Scotch
Good.
ale, huh? Ooh.
I feel coffee coming on.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, mama.
You know, Lair,
Yes.
if you were making those Scotch eggs right now,
Oh my
geez,
gosh! Can we
so
bring
well
these?
with it.
Can we bring these with the Scotch eggs?
Oh yeah.
Those
so
are
those of you
great.
who don't know, Larry makes some Scotch eggs that are
that are fucking
they are
phenomenal.
so
Oh my. Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
They are.
Yes, they are.
seriously, they are amazing.
I love having Larry's eggs in my mouth.
I am. Me.
Oh, we're going down that road already. We're going down that road already.
Going down the Hershey Highway. Guys,
We are drinking. We got our lips wrapped around some sheep shaggers. Come on. Oh.
Thing about those eggs, so
Let's
you go
pick up
Larry's
your
place and
games.
make some.
Hero 23, Rockford, Illinois.
Their bonus club is amazing.
VIPs only.
So if you enjoy coffee,
Which I do.
you'll probably enjoy this.
You know what?
It's-
I'm not really crazy about a lot of coffee-infused beers and lagers and such like that. But
I don't think this is coffee.
I don't think it's
though.
infused.
I don't know.
It's just a flavor it lays
It's got
down.
some sort of aftertaste that makes it taste like it's got a little bit of
Yeah.
that. But you know what? It's light. It's so light that it just helps out the rest of the flavor.
It has
it's
a very
damn good,
smooth
actually.
after finish. You're
It
not
does
getting.
straight up taste like coffee, though.
But
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
No, it's
okay.
it's doesn't have that bitter bite at the end that could turn it really kind of sour in your mouth. It has a really
Yeah,
nice
I agree.
finish to it,
Because
which
nobody
is
wants sour in her mouth.
I don't want sour in my mouth.
No.
You need some cream for that.
Oh, right. Drink your milk, but it's lumpy. Then chew it.
Bump.
Well, I'm a fan of this end of the spectrum, so
Yeah, this
this
is
is
pretty good.
really
I
lovely.
got these coffees.
You know,
So this is definitely
This is
a
the belly
coffee
warmer.
bitter, not
I was
your
just-
IPA bitter.
Yeah.
It's certainly coffee. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
yeah,
It's got such a coffee taste. I gotta just check it.
So now,
By the way, is anybody in chat right now?
I'm not. Somebody's
does
got.
anybody?
I'm sorry. I wasn't good with the chat.
All right,
I'm
so
going to be working.
I'm
Folks that are in
getting,
chat, sorry about that. Hold on.
I'm getting in this a film aftertaste. So you know what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes on the roof of your mouth, you
Sweet
get, after you
caramel
eat
coffee.
certain things,
Yeah,
food,
there's
you get a bit of a film.
There is a bit of that, but
I don't know.
but it's still light though.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm
Well,
a fan of that.
This
but-
is this feels and tastes like
Almost
it
like
would be
deer
like a step or two before you'd start
A lot
to
of people
porter
say that's a little
territory.
heavier. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's a little syrupy sweet for them. But that being said, it does not look like it's a beer coffee infused. I mean that
No,
flavor
it's
is just
just
from
the
the
flavor.
in the malt.
Oh wow,
Well, like I said, this
I-
is,
that's some damn fine malt.
when you're
yeah.
when you're this close to this brings you very close to porter territory. So if you're not really into porters yet, this is kind of a
Stepping stone.
stepping stone
Gateway
into
drug.
that. Well,
Gateway
as
drug.
I'm a porter and stout fan, so this is
Same.
Yeah. So this for me, this is a refreshing light version of that I could have.
Hey, it does work.
Light compared to a porter or a stout.
I suppose.
Yeah.
You were screwed with that.
And I think what people are talking about
Here, I
here,
let you go.
for an
He
ale,
may be a
it's
late bloomer, but
it's
he does
heavy
eventually
for
shoot his load.
You know what?
I don't expect to be
Some people
able
don't
to.
complain
so
about
I feel like he could
Nothing wrong
almost
with a
chew
little
it.
bit of work and stamina.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
I feel like, when they say a beer is chewy,
Yeah.
I think this beer is chewy.
It's bordering.
Like
Again,
Chewbacca.
It's
This
but
is
you
like a
see now
pretzel.
you're used to a porter or a steak. I'm sorry, Al.
A
Steak.
I'll take a quarter in a steak.
I'll take
That'd be great.
Wow.
Damn.
Hot
Yeah.
porter and hot meat. Let's go. All right.
Was it on here?
That's pick up and go games.
This is chewy like a pretzel would be. It's got enough of a chew to it, but it's not like you're
It's not-
trying. You don't need a knife and fork to
For
take
an
care of it.
ale, it's got a body.
Yeah.
So again, because it's a Scotch ale, so I expect that. I really do.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Scotch ales tend to be heavier anyway.
If you're used to lighter fare, this is going to be heavy. If you're used to heavier fare, this is going
Could be
to be
light.
This is going to be a little bit more lighter
But-
and refreshing than.
No, that being said, I'm already finished.
If you're used
Damn good.
This is perfect.
And I agree. I don't have any off notes or anything.
No,
it
no,
doesn't taste
there's
great.
nothing off.
I feel like
it's got a
was
good
poorly
flavor.
executed.
It's got a good flavor.
All right, for God's sake, let's get it.
All right. Wait. First things first.
no. First things first.
Continue. Oh wait. Oh, that might. All right. Would you order it at a bar?
I would.
All right.
Yeah. Sure.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
something
Wow.
we can
Okay.
do.
So
Alright.
unanimous. Okay. Party cooler test. It's in the cooler. You've got other beers that you like
There's
in there.
lots of other beers.
Would you pull this out of the cooler over everything else in the cooler?
Well, it depends on what else is in the cooler.
Other good beers as well.
This
Okay.
is not
Then,
one.
yeah, it would be in and amongst the bunch. Yeah.
This
Alright.
is not one I would grab if I want to slam
So-
back a few. This
right.
is one that I want to grab if I want to wander the party and still sip on
Yeah,
something.
I don't know.
Here.
This time of year,
this
it's a good fall winter beer.
This is a good, this is a
Middle of
good
summer,
colder
and-
weather.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink this in the middle of summer. I
No,
agree.
no.
I always like lighter in this.
You'd
know
be
me.
sweating after you
I would drink it in the summer as well.
All right.
I would drink it in
Okay,
a box.
cooler.
I would drink it in
Cooler.
a box.
Let's go around. Cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pull it out.
Indeed.
Sure.
All right, unanimous on that too. Damn, 2 unanimous rounds. All right, so I can kind of guess how this is all going to
Yeah,
go.
that's a pretty easy
Ten.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got it out.
So, yeah, that was an easy
All right, that was an easy
I
one.
don't think there's any
It only
question
We
there.
tried.
It only took a bill.
Yeah.
What's that?
It only took a
judgment.
bill.
We actually try not to bring bad stuff, so.
Well, thank you.
With
Yeah.
appreciation.
Some people really do like to bring us bad stuff and torment us.
Yeah. Oh, we
That is
know.
a thing.
We still drink it though.
Yeah, Judge Rob passed verdict on this beer.
Yes.
All right, so on the charge of bestiality, I find you.
Second.
Second.
And you
Send you to drinking. Woo!
Ugh.
All right, so
Change your plans, back, guys.
hello to what?
Oh, that crap over.
Dallas, you're wait.
What are you doing, Dallas?
Anyway, hi
I'm
Joe.
not doing it.
Hi Joe. Hi Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Catherine.
Merry Christmas.
Hey Carrie. Hey Sarah. And hey Jeremy.
Hey guys. We actually have.
I might be a little bit out of date. Sorry about that.
Okay. Well, I didn't tell these guys that you guys were coming because I wanted you to surprise them.
Surprise!
So we're really honored doing the Commodore 64 tonight. Scott's got a mod project for us tonight.
Which
Yeah.
actually caused a conundrum.
It did.
Oh.
Because early
Who
on,
does that?
my mod project
does
cost
that.
We had to figure out why we couldn't
a
do your
condom.
course.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to hold these guys up till you got here. So.
Nice.
Like,
You gotta like.
I know,
pre-post
they wanna
the,
drink
Yeah,
I
I
told
think
this
you're a
place that
female.
it's
Make
making
cover
construction up here.
And I was
Yeah.
willing to
next
wind
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, first
I'm nodding over here.
Oh yeah.
First
yeah.
things first, we have to show something off.
No, I'm not going to show. I'm going to give.
Well, he ain't giver, not a receiver.
He did get
This
up,
is the
so.
season of giving, and as being our best beer friends, Scott,
Well,
That was quite.
as thank you for making us honorary members of Guys, Games, and Beer,
absolutely.
my friend Tom, please stand.
Oh, yes, yes.
Christ almighty, dude. I just got down here a while ago.
Well, you can go down again, honey.
I hereby award you with the beer Delir.
Yeah!
It's not a bandolier, it's a
The
beer
beer
Delir.
Delir.
Okay, see, I love the fact it's half branded.
Yeah, I know.
It is. Scott won this
It
a
goes
number
on
of
with their
years
language,
ago.
too.
I'm wearing like a
Well, there you go.
Our local favorite bar, which unfortunately is no
I like it.
longer,
Yep.
You're looking good.
I am so gonna load this up.
had
Do it right now.
PR
they
shit.
did
load it right
PBR.
I gotta go mod
once a
first. It's
month.
gonna be really hard to mod wearing this.
So once a
My
month,
friend, thank you.
Thank you, this is freaking awesome.
once a month they'd had the PBR folks out and they would hold bingo at the bar. So you could drink and play. It was a lot of good time. And this is something Scott won. The bar, unfortunately, the owner decided to close it a few years ago. It was our favorite place. We haven't really found a place since. But we have held on to this for the perfect time.
Oh.
And now it is passed on to the appropriate
The bar was
chosen one.
The bar was called Kryptonite.
Well, I was just gonna say, I'm thinking, we have a party coming up Christmas Day at Bar
We expect pictures.
Dunk.
There you go.
I expect I will be walking around with
Really
that
not
beer.
brown liquor Christmas? I mean,
I'm doing brown
Kinda
liquor
hurts.
Christmas too.
No, I was
No,
gonna-
I said it Christmas
with a
Day.
beer delirium.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, even better.
I was gonna
Never
say.
mind. I know the folk. I know we're rolling it out. Brown liquor Christmas is baby's coming out.
And we expect
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Because we absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah,
We will not make it back up until New Year's. So.
Oh.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Probably.
unfortunately. And I'm still trying to work around my schedule. I've got several
I'll
other
be here.
bartenders to manage, and I've got to coordinate being able to get that night off.
I'll be here on New Year's.
Please note that next week we will be posting the last of the Gamehole Con video.
Not the last stuff. The last compilation.
The last compilation. This is going to be an amazing video. It posts on Tuesday, our usual posting day. You won't see us on Tuesday, other than
No, you gotta watch this because it's gonna be fucking amazing.
But next Friday is Brown
Well, I
Liquor
don't know
Christmas,
about
and we
that.
will be out for an
Even
extended
more
more
amazing.
Brown Liquor
There may be
Christmas.
some weird tangents. I don't know. He
Oh, it was
probably-
good.
He probably.
No, this is we saved amazing for the last. I'm just saying,
We did
you
save
guys
for the last.
really need to watch next Tuesday. I know you're sad that we're not live, but
no, you
it's
gotta
gonna
watch
be worth
it.
it.
You have to
The
watch it.
episode's gonna be
It
worth
is-
it. It's gonna be amazing.
Is it who I think it is?
Yeah, it is who you think.
Yeah, of course.
And I bought everything that he had.
It's the wait till you see
So,
this episode.
You know who
It's
you
so
are.
good.
I hope
great.
you had a
It's
couple of
great.
drinks on me because that was the deal. That was the deal. You went to the airport. You were going to buy a couple of drinks. So I hope you did.
It's funny. He actually sent us a message asking, "Hey, is that episode ever coming up?" And it's like, yeah, that is like
Gold.
this
And
is like
those
we've
guys
been saving this
those
one
guys
up.
are great
It's
to
a
work.
fireworks show,
They're
you
great to work
see.
down the road
Yeah.
from and such. 'Cause we've known them for years. Heather's gotten thanks
No,
in a couple of
this
their
is
books.
this is a different one.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is
Oh, okay.
different.
This-
I know who they're talking
Yeah, you know,
about.
you know.
I
know.
I'll tell you later. I'll
Okay.
tell you later. Because I want people to be surprised. Okay,
Okay, that's-
but what we're gonna do tonight on the show, Rob? What are we doing tonight on the show?
Tonight we are going to do a very special hack. It is Hack Night on Guys, Games, and Beer!
I am a
You know what?
Nintendo fanboy, but years ago I
You are a
also
fanboy.
had a Game Gear.
Go ahead, switch to the two cameras.
All right, okay, that's another thing. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, I want to present the G2B Skycam!
So
We paid
Yeah.
$8 million
So,
for the Skycam.
Scott's got himself a Game
Monopoly
Gear.
dollars.
And Scott wants to go to town.
It was a
on this
BJ.
Game Gear.
Yeah, I want to make a Sega Switch.
He's literally he's gonna fully consoleize this Game Gear. So we're gonna do the first step tonight in consoleizing it. We were hoping to do a little bit more, but we're still waiting on stuff from China.
I'm waiting for parts from China, unfortunately.
But we
It
are
take forever.
I know.
but tonight what we're going to do is we're going to add the two joystick ports to it. So that's going to take a little bit, but we're going to kind of do it on the show. We'll try to get it done before the end of the episode. It's a fairly straightforward mod, and you don't need a whole lot to do it. I've got
Are we
some parts-
too loud for accounting? Are they pounding on the
Accounting
floor?
pounding on the
I
floor.
don't think I've ever heard.
Accounting pounding on the floor before? HR is down here, so we know that's not.
This is like really deep in the ground.
Yeah. So
Six
Scott,
goddamn floors
camera,
down.
tell people a little bit about the Game Gear.
Well, the Game Gear was a portable system. It was released by Sega in 1991. was developed initially internally by Sega, and it has a worldwide library of 343 games with a North American library of 234, and while it was considered in many aspects to be superior to the Game Boy for its backlit screen and full color, it was basically the board inside that runs it is basically a Sega Master System on a big chip.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, which is why you can actually even still buy a mod to this mod. You can buy a device.
Adapter.
You can buy an
I
adapter.
have one. I forgot to bring it tonight.
Yeah.
So show them how many batteries
Yeah,
that it burns
takes-
through.
This is a battery
Are we on both?
monster.
Both.
Yes, we're
Okay.
on both.
Yeah, it takes 6 AA batteries to run this beast.
And how long would it usually last?
About 2 minutes.
About
So,
3
you guys
hours
can
on
see this?
average.
Yeah.
Literally 3 hours.
Yeah,
This
It was notorious for just.
It was
destroying
notorious for
batteries.
just fucking eating batteries. It
Meanwhile,
was.
yeah, meanwhile, I remember
But-
my Game Boy lasted
but-
forever. So.
But the
Yeah.
best part about it is that with this, the Sega CDX, the Sega Nomad, and several other Sega products, as long as you had a Genesis Model 2 power cord, you could run this thing because it's got an external power adapter to it.
Right, which was the plus, but that kind of kills the
Yeah, it
plus.
kind of kills the fun of it.
Now, mind you, you're consolizing it anyway.
I'm consolizing
so you are
it,
kind of
and-
killing that whole thing anyway.
Well, no. Well, because we're kind of turning this into a Switch.
Yeah.
So if I want to, I can still put the batteries back in.
Yeah, but you realize once we're running the
But it
modified.
means that I can take it to work.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh!
There, that light bulb goes
Light bulbs have been off.
on.
Yeah.
Now, when was this model produced?
This particular model was made in October of '94. This particular one right here.
So we're talking 25 years.
25 years old. When I bought it from a guy in North Carolina, and he said that it worked just fine. I did a little bit of research, and I know enough about the products and the hardware to get myself in trouble.
It's working to spec,
Um,
sir.
So I watched some videos, refreshed myself, understood, like I watched a lot of mod videos, and I wanted to do some simple stuff to it. So when I got it home, I went out to my local game store, I got a couple of games, and just to see if the darn thing would work at all. The 1 and 2 button, the 1 button worked half the time, the 2 button didn't work any of the time. So I was like, okay, fine. So you take it apart from the bottom.
Did you miss one? Did you get
No,
one?
I got it out. Oh, wait, I did miss one.
Ah, see?
And when you do, you flip it from the top over.
Well, I'm not taking that part out
okay.
yet.
And I finally
Take it out, flip it over.
I exposed the board,
Put it back in.
and there was sticky almost all over the damn thing.
Oh.
It was a miracle the damn thing worked at all, really.
We're just gonna go with that he dropped soda pop or something. on it,
Something
because
on
that's
it
probably
like
a
that.
better,
Yeah, 'cause
better
Because
visual.
when you pull out, you gotta pull the sound adapter right there.
It's really important you do that
Thumb knows
right.
it all. So
At the right time and the right
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Alright, so you're actually going to do the first part of this mod while I'm working on the other part. So you have to actually mod this for the connector.
Woo! My, won't this be fun? I've never
Yes.
done this
So
before.
you're
Well, that's why you have experts surrounding you,
Yes.
Fred.
We've got
Bullshit,
we've got
high
two crews in
voltage,
here for
Grow
the
with
D-lines.
love.
Yep.
So
Is it retaining any voltage that there's a question in
no,
there?
no.
No.
I mean, like, so the sign kind of makes it seem like that.
No.
It's a
I mean,
it's a CF bulb, a compact fluorescent bulb.
Yeah.
So when it's actually powered up, there's actually a voltage on here that you could get a zap off of because it's fluorescent.
I mean, it's not going to kill you, though.
No,
but-
God, no, there's not enough amperage.
No.
No, but see, I mean, at least back in the day, at one point, televisions would have.
Well, I know, but-
Because they could kill you.
and they could kill you.
Yes.
And they had a little sign that said, "Don't touch
Yeah, don't
it."
touch this kid unless you're going to degouse it, you know?
I mean, TV. With
Yeah.
And so,
Now, as far
when I
as-
see a sign like that, I want to know if I touch it right now,
No.
unplugged, is
And
that a problem?
It's this fluorescent bulb
No, but
right here
pretending on your
that
predilections,
ends
it
up
might be
really
interesting.
killing the whole model, actually.
Well, yeah, that's
That-
what eats all the voltage in there.
Yeah, that's what eats up all the battery
You know-
power.
you know what-
So when
Let
you
your
finally
finger
actually go
first
about
and then-
to replace the screen, and then you replace the board that controls the screen, when you do all the screen replacements for it,
Yeah.
and you don't need the compact fluorescent bulb anymore, you put those batteries in there, they'll last for like 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, fair one. That no, the RGB mod we're going to do to it tends to eat a little bit more.
Well, it's going to be plugged in when I use it anything like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah.
have to worry about
That's
it.
true. You're going to be running on a monitor anyway.
Yeah, and
So-
my
I am
and
not
my,
going.
and my
I'm going to buy him a
200
year's supply of batteries. I think for Christmas because that's about all the Christmas money I have.
Well, for that,
Yes, because-
that's thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
Wow, it
game
still says
gear.
Radio Shack.
I mean, if we
That was really what killed
I'm
it.
sure.
Why it wasn't successful.
batteries.
It wasn't ready.
Heather and I like
The technology wasn't ready.
Do a little
Right.
competition every year.
And that's why the Game Boy
Christmas
like
gifts.
held
I
off
win
on
this year
that.
because I
Like
bought a house.
Nintendo held off.
Yeah, okay, that kind of wins.
Yeah, I
I mean,
bought a
but you had to
Yeah.
start somewhere.
You need to be
Someone
very
had to
careful
be
Cut me two
the
grooves
first
into
one
this.
to say, look, if we shove a bunch of batteries into this, we give it enough
Pencil
power,
out and give me two grooves
that
here and here
gives
for
you the
ports.
Is it
option
working
to
here?
be able to
Um,
take it and go.
You're going to start
And
here, but when
then,
you actually
everyone
design it,
builds off
you're gonna have
of the previous.
All right,
Whatever
give me
came
another one
before
of
it,
those.
that's what people
All
build
right.
off of.
Actually,
And
just,
this
mark
just
that for
was
two of
one of
them.
those evolutionary
So,
steps,
just
so to
center them and
speak.
put one on either side.
It was.
If you want
It
one done,
was. It
other
was.
people have done.
And
we're gonna put
yeah,
both
you had to
ports in
live
right
through
away.
it to get a
Okay?
Switch
I'm
today.
going to start wiring up
Yeah,
the
I mean,
actual.
I don't think we would
cell.
have to switch today
As long as I
unless,
don't go any further than-
groups, companies
that.
like
Right.
Sega
You gotta stay
decided
right
to
in
take
that-
something like
yeah,
this
always between those two
and run
screens
with
should
it
be
and
good.
to say,
Now,
what
what
can,
you
what
actually
can
do
we
is you
do
gotta cut
right
a groove
now,
right down
get this
into
out,
it.
Yeah.
capitalize
Because
on this
You're
momentum
not
that
gonna
was
fit in
starting
here. You're gonna
at
actually
that
cut a
time.
groove
I mean,
down. Just cut it so
people,
that it
I mean,
doesn't go
today
over
we
the wedge
take
here, so that
walking
you can
around
still
with
cover
this
the
kind
whole-
of technology
Oh, I
and
see. So
power
this could
almost
go
for
on the
granted,
outside,
but
like
25
that
years
one.
ago,
Okay, yeah, okay.
being able to
But
just
how do you
say,
get
hey,
past
I
it?
can take my
Screw
game
it.
with
Well, you
me,
can
was
if you
still
want. I would suggest
in
myself
kind of
over
that
JB Weld.
middle
Yeah. 'cause-
Tonight, I'm just gonna
nebulous
kinda
kind
leave
of
them hanging,
goo
and then you can
stage.
just mount them any way you want.
So,
You gotta cut the hole
it's-
first.
All right.
To be
I'm
able
gonna
to
start
take this
taking- what do
into
we-
like
what do
the
we got
next
to,
century, to be
I-
able to
I
mod
borrowed
it
a Dremel
is pretty
tool for it.
incredible.
Okay, I know, but what do we got to mark with?
Wait, all right. So, do you guys have an actual plan now?
Yeah, we do.
So, what's your actual
Okay,
plan?
so let me.
You know,
let me-
Custer had a plan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how well that went.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start
Custer
with
had
this.
lots of
So
good
we
work.
we
Are we
broke
talking
the
about the
I didn't say
Atari
Tesla, I said
2600 game?
Custer.
Yeah, yeah.
we've broken the shell into two parts here.
But
So
let's see here.
what we have to do is we have to install.
Brown liquor yet?
So we were going to do the screen mod tonight, but the screen is
Sorry,
on
good.
point in time and has not
That's
arrived
not-
yet.
I'm
So-
done halfway.
All right, hold on.
Okay,
Explain
let's
how to
start
do
with
it.
the
plan.
All right, everybody. So we've broken into two parts. That is the Game Gear opened up. Main board here. Power and sound. I'm sorry, power and switching board. Sound board here. It's a fairly straightforward and simple setup on the inside.
Good
We
time
done
to do
it.
Light mod, by the way.
We're going. The
Mac
part
mod?
didn't come
Yeah,
in.
I'm
yet.
still waiting
He
on
he's
that.
got it on order. We're also going to do the
Almost a battery.
We're going to do the RGB out as well.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have done that.
Yeah, see that's why he made sure to order the one.
Yeah, good idea.
With the 3.5 versus the 3.2 screen. So it comes. So the one he ordered. So Scott's actually ordered a replacement screen for this. They have a newer
Quite
one.
affordable, only like $65
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
whole damn thing.
Yeah. So
It really
it,
isn't bad.
it increases the screen size from 3.2 to 3.5, so you get a little bit more real estate. It actually comes with a new plastic piece to replace this existing.
Actually, it's
plastic
glass.
piece. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's freaking awesome because
Yeah.
this
I hope
plastic
it
on the
shows
original
up
one.
in one piece.
But it's only chimp glass.
But besides getting rid of this,
That is wrong.
what is called CF lighting on this, compact fluorescent lighting on this, it's a LED backlit, so it saves a ton of power, like Scott was talking about. But it also has RGB out capabilities. You have to add them yourself. It doesn't actually come with parts for that, but you can add that yourself, and we actually have the parts to do that. Unfortunately, it's not here tonight. So again, he's consoleizing this. He's making it so this is going to be basically like a portable console,
Which
aka
Yeah.
the Game Gear Switch.
yes, we're making a Game Gear Switch.
Right, so you can still play it as a
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I
well,
want to do.
and
Yeah,
also plug it in the old TV
Yep.
and rock and roll.
Rock.
Exactly. So he's going to be doing that. Tonight, the mod we're doing on it is it's possible to set this up to use Sega Master System controllers as external controllers. And that's the mod we're going to be doing tonight. Now, when I say Sega Master System, basically most D9 controllers.
Yeah, which-
Non-powered D9 controllers. Because this uses a...
Why not a Sega Genesis?
No, not off the shelf. You have to modify the Sega Genesis controllers to use them because the Sega Genesis actually uses a dual switching system. If you look on the side of any Sega Genesis controller, you'll see a small chip. It actually uses a +5 and a ground signal to each
Oh,
of those
that's right. I
lines.
forgot about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Which the standard D9, like for the Master System or the Commodore or the Atari, don't use.
Could we do that here?
We could if you had one with you. I don't have one with me. I only bought the Sega Master System with me.
Do we
I'm gonna set this up to handle that.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean.
Right. Oh, most definitely.
we still
Would you
have
still be able to
Genesis?
play test it?
Yeah, we'll be able to
I
play
got
this,
Genesis
but you
controller.
don't have to
There's a
modify your Genesis controllers yourself.
Could I use a
Okay.
Vectrex controller?
No.
I do.
Vectrex has got the XY controller.
I do have Master System controllers in my house.
Yes.
Because I have a Master System.
Right.
So
The only problem is when you do that is the Master
On top of
System
a
doesn't have a
shitload of
select,
other things.
a
Most don't go
select
until
button on it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for the Game Gear you need a select button,
Yeah.
and that's where you have to modify a Sega Genesis controller because it gives you the capability of having a select button.
Yeah.
So
Is the Sega Master, is this one of the very few that does not have a select button?
no, most early game controllers don't.
Most
have
early game
Yeah.
controllers
so
actually.
Commodore, Atari,
A lot of
That's
the- a lot of the
okay,
early
those
game
I remember,
controls-
but
A lot of the early game systems, actually, your pause and your resets buttons and stuff
Yes.
like that was all on the console itself.
correct, exactly, and so.
but
so,
they had a console. I'm talking non-console specific.
Like Crub, we had an episode about this.
yeah, we did.
Back in the day, you brought the console to you.
You exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Therefore, the
true.
cords were shorter.
Right.
Yes.
And the controls.
Yeah,
didn't have
yeah.
Going
the
back,
keyboard.
going back
So
to
later
the
on, you left it.
Yes.
Any chance
And then
I'll
an
give a
8-foot
pencil and like
Thing
a
to
ruler
this
anywhere?
TV.
Something
I
I can,
do.
I can mark
Alright.
out.
He needs to mark out some controls. I'm gonna start.
By the way, I
doing
want
that.
to give a big old G2B shout out to Vigigamer. Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh,
Yep.
happy birthday!
to
Yeah.
you.
Okay, sing it.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, dear Vigigamer. I think they rhyme too. Happy birthday to you.
Happy beer day to you.
You're not getting any younger.
Hey, you didn't get anything from us either.
Wait, stop.
Not a car.
Cocked it
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
You
Okay.
did get this awesome song, though.
Yeah, you did. We said
Gotta
you.
cock it first before
That's
you
the
put
first
it
for
in.
us, actually.
Well, that's true of any. That's as good advice as any.
Oh,
Terry.
we gave. There's probably somebody out there who
Okay,
knows this, but we
where
gave
did
Sue
the
one
honorable
back
mentions
in,
go?
back in
Right
August.
over here.
Okay.
8 or something like that. We've been on the air for a
So,
long time.
while you mark those out, I'm gonna start getting
7 years?
If we were on NBC or Fox, we could have been canceled long ago.
I don't know. Fox has Star Trek with Coke and hookers these days. So, sorry, the Orville, which we absolutely adore.
Speaking of
The Orville, thank you. A
No.
big shout out to Seth on the Orville.
He totally
because-
watches this, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
yeah,
watches
yeah.
it all the time.
Loves the
Yes,
show.
Yeah,
yes, we love
yeah.
the Orville. Orville's awesome.
He once said, guys,
Yeah,
you
that's
just
what I
sure.
usually want to do.
So,
Who the fuck
by the
are
way,
they?
I want him to sing about
Yeah.
Guys, Games, and Beer. I want him to put together a classic song for Guys,
You
Games, and
guys are the
Yeah.
worst.
Oh god, that'd be great.
So we were discussing earlier, you
If you
mentioned
were my
Coke.
first,
Yes.
I'd
The
never
Star
have
Trek
sex
is
again.
related to Coke, so we were.
Wow, that is a whole
say
bunch of
Coke?
reaching there.
This is Larry. What do you
It's
expect?
Larry, let it go. He's on a roll.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So how much do we need?
We segue from Keystone Beer
It
to
will all
Death
come
Porn last week.
together.
Keystone Cops
Kind
to
of a
beer
change
to
of
Keystone
state,
beer
kind of
to.
crap.
To like death porn. It's
Yeah.
like, like
last
Tom
week's
walked
was-
in and he's like, what the hell are we talking about death porn? It's like, we were talking about Keystone and then Larry, you know him.
Okay,
off, yeah.
Keystone.
We were talking Atari.
Worst of the worst. Keystone or Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, I'll put it right because.
Ah, shit.
And
No,
Pencil
tough
it.
call.
the thing, and the thing that's synonymous with death is Atari.
Okay, I'm asking the audience. While
Hey
we're waiting
Tracy, why aren't you here exactly?
Yeah, where are you,
Watching,
Tracy?
she's not here. Damn it.
Yeah, she's watching.
Tracy.
Tracy, hi. Okay, here's a question for the audience while we're waiting for a few minutes. Which is worse, Keystone or Sierra Nevada?
Keystone all the fucking way. I'm drinking water.
Well,
Yeah.
someone has
Whoa,
to.
whoa,
What do you
whoa.
guys think in the audience?
Occasionally, you don't want something so heavy.
Guys, games and beer.
Then I'll get a glass. What the hell?
What happened on there?
I drink the sheep shagger.
You've been told hello from your fans in Florida.
Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So,
I think we need to try the darker than your soul.
So
So it's only good we're not
what
mentioning this.
I was trying to say is,
I know you do. I know you do.
so what we were
Somebody
trying
open me up, babe.
Hey, gotta love guys games and
the
beer.
gutter geek open
Oh, there we go. I'll open
shoot someone.
myself.
Or you
That's,
can- By the way-
that's okay. I like it classic.
Made for us by Vigigamer.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
that
that
is
is. Vigigamer actually made that. Is that cool?
That is awesome.
He's probably wondering, like, Did they actually
Okay,
use that thing?
so-
Yes.
Yes, all the
Saugatuck-
freaking time.
Saugatuck Brewing Company. This is darker than your soul. It actually has no description on it.
It doesn't need a description. It's fucking darker than your soul.
That's all it needs to be.
Oh. You and
I
me
mean,
are
I
gonna
feel like
love
shows
this.
are
Yeah.
adjustable.
Maybe it's
So,
too
like,
far behind.
Wouldn't it be
Oh,
amazing
that's
if
what
it
I'm
adjusted
trying
as
Ugh.
people drank it?
That is nice.
Change.
That would be so
Yes, dark.
Got
amazing.
darker as you drank it.
But not as rich as you would think it would
It's
be.
a
Right
pure
now,
mood ring.
right now it would be. Oh God, what was the term?
Many,
Not
you know, many of my
sweet.
girlfriends said
Absolute
that
black.
Nearly as great.
over the years. Not
Yeah.
darker. You were pretty funny at first, but you got darker as it got darker.
Yeah, and you got less
There's
helpful.
you gotta get that flavor underneath.
You know what?
True story.
I don't
This
know.
actually reminds me.
It's-
A couple of weeks ago, you released a video about a game system.
By the way,
It's
you
like
know why?
You notice I paused.
There's
No
no
sweetness.
sweetness.
There's no sweetness.
You got plugged on one of my
Why?
episodes. You
'Cause that's
absolutely
your
got plugged
soul.
on one of my
There's no
episodes.
sweetness.
On one of your what?
On one of my episodes.
Oh, really? For
Yeah,
what?
you guys got. I cannot remember. I brought you guys up and even put a link in it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, one of my episodes.
I watch a lot of your episodes.
I said, and you should check out.
Scott is a Retro Rob fanboy, if you didn't know. Just saying.
No, I watch his podcast because it comes up on Tuesdays, right?
It comes up on.
It comes up whenever
When it
he
comes
wants
up.
it.
Wait, it comes up on.
Infrequently.
Wait, no, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
That's what she
That's why I don't have much time to edit
Any
this
day
one.
that
Anybody else
ends
like darker than your soul?
So
Darker
yeah,
than
4
your
times a week there's a
soul.
retro rock.
There is absolutely,
So,
there's
I was wa-
absolutely no
I-
sweetness to that.
Yeah.
No, there's no sweetness to that.
Yeah.
And it's got a
Like my
plain
soul.
It's
back.
lighter
I was
than
watching one of your
expected.
shows,
plasticky
and you brought up an older
taste.
Yeah,
system.
it's a very,
It was like
it's
a,
two-dimensional.
There's
You brought up
something
an
that's
old
weird
video
on
game
it.
system around like Atari 5200
It's kind
time.
of like
Okay.
You only have a couple of games for it. All the
or
games
half
have numbers
Scotch
on the sides of
and
them.
ashtray.
what's it
It
called?
is. Jesus
Famous.
Christ.
You
know what?
It's
So
a
Bear
little
child.
bit of an ashtray.
It would be a good time to
Yeah,
know.
no, it's
I
Which is
think-
kind of unusual.
I think you nailed it. Ashtray.
If there's half
There's the
ashtray and half like
Emerson is one of
I think
them.
that's one. Yeah.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
there's a Japanese console as well that I have.
No,
it's
I
gonna
think it's
make
the
that,
Emerson.
that whiskey
I was-
taste
Emerson's great.
really
A bit
sweet.
afterwards, I was constantly looking up these games, and he's like,
Ashtray?
Do you get a little bit? Just a little?
Nothing keep doing
Like you're in a
So-
Yeah, wait till
old
talking to the beer
smoky
right now.
bar?
Really?
So, there was a time when the first thing I would do when I woke up
There.
is like dig my hand out under the cover, right? And I
Yeah.
grab a cigarette.
Yeah.
And this one time, I also grabbed a beer.
Ah.
Beer, I had been putting cigarettes in all night.
Nice, nice.
Oh.
And that is a lot like it.
You got the spit bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's done that.
I've tasted Larry's spit and it does kind of taste like that too.
Yeah. Well, you know, what are you gonna do?
Sweet and hoppy, I bet.
Yeah.
That's
what you were saying,
sweet and
sorry,
hoppy. I'm kind of putting my
Yeah, a
money
little bit.
more, I
To be
think,
fair,
on
Larry
the,
elected.
the Big Lebowski
No, that's right.
ones, by chance.
Yeah, I was
So,
looking for
I watched
those.
this
Anything
episode.
with a bullet
You were
pin
going
on
on
it.
about
You
how
wanna
you
try
really
one?
like
I
how
do.
Okay,
the
hold on.
how all the game cartridges and all their boxes were numbered on the spine. And,
Yes.
And how you.
So I will buy more of them.
Yes, that way you would buy more of them and such.
So-
And you were commenting about how you really wanted like a particular one. You're like, oh, I thought this one would have been really cool. So I looked it up on eBay and it was like $50, and I was like, I could get him a Christmas present. And then every time I tried to find one to bid, I always got bid out on it. I actually tried to bid like
No.
4 times on
Okay.
them.
It is freaking outrageous.
I know.
how that system goes for
Yep.
so few bidders.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna crack these open while the guys
Take
are
it later.
bonding. We have 2. These are, let me give
Okay, wait. Let's talk about Black as Your Soul first. I don't think we got to do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
we-
okay.
we-
So,
we-
the
we-
general-
As
the
much-
general opinion is what? Ashtray?
There's
Me too, you know what, that's
It's
what I
like-
plugged you guys
Perfect. I'm a
on.
dark beer person,
Because
so
it's so
There's-
rare.
I like
Okay.
pencil. For dark beer, I like
Yeah.
it sweeter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dark. This is Darker Than Your
One
Soul
of two
by
places.
Saugatuck Brewing
Here,
Company.
let's get.
There's
get it.
absolutely no sweetness to it.
I'd rather be a
Nuts.
sheep shagger.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm saying cheap all day compared to that.
There's a
More
bit
like
of
that
a
camera.
two-dimensional flavor to it.
So,
There's
you know
a
what?
touch of ashtray to it, which is
Watch
not
out.
always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's almost like it wants to be a
real
dark
beer?
beer, but it just doesn't have the body to it.
Or-
to
or-
use it
No,
up.
agreed. See, so here's the thing. It's supposed to be a dark beer, and you're right. It does not have a whole lot of body to it.
It's a
Yeah.
beer test, okay? This is a beer test.
A Rorschach test.
They already told you darker than your soul.
But it's
So if you taste it
And it tastes really dark.
and know it tastes delicious,
then you know your soul
you
match.
failed.
Right, because it. Oh no, because but
It's
wait a minute,
darker than your soul.
No,
But
no,
I
it's
would
not.
like your soul to be not so dark.
Okay, well then I definitely failed on this because
No,
my
because
soul's a lot darker
I
than
think
that.
ashtrays the win.
This
I
is
think
soul
ashtrays the
light.
win. So
This
that's
is
my
darker than your soul
interpretation.
light. This is, yeah, okay.
But you don't want
I
your
think we're
soul to
done.
be too dark.
Okay, so we're just,
Just a little dark.
I say I think
It's a
I'm
little questionable.
It's barrel aged, so if they
Oh, you
use
get.
it-
Oh, that's
yeah.
where that.
Yeah.
You're right. That's
But
what.
that's where the smokiness comes from.
Yeah,
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 that's it. There is a smokiness to it. That's what we're going for. But
Well, I like
the
sweet
rest of it,
vegetables.
the rest of it feels very. It just there's no
Teeth are
body
not
to it.
tools.
It feels very
Best fucking white strips I've ever
very
had.
flat. Like they threw a little bit of smoke on it, but it really doesn't have any kind of depth to it.
No, thank you. It's got that.
It's very-
that little bit of smoky taste and nothing else.
That's about it. Which is, it's okay, but it really needs some depth if you're going to be darker than the soul. So we're going to move on.
Hold on. Before
Oh,
we
okay.
move on,
Sorry.
you mentioned earlier, and I want to, you
No, go
were
ahead.
mentioning blow with Star Trek. I'm not letting that go.
Do you want to?
No, hold on. I want to
Scotty?
share. I want to share this.
We can go Scotty
or-
next.
I want to share this before, just
Before the show
So before the show started, we were having a discussion. What do you call when you bowl 2 balls in bowling and you didn't knock down all 10 pins? So you have a strike and a spare.
Right.
What's the other called? Usually.
I call that needing more work. If you only have 2 balls and
You know,
don't have all the pins. down.
I think a lot of us
I
now
don't
call
know.
that an open.
Right,
Is it open?
You didn't
An
know
open
the
frame.
frame?
An open
Okay.
frame.
Okay.
Apparently, based on our information from a 1959 bowling machine, right? That's where it was, or 53
I forget the
bowling
year.
machine. Apparently,
By the way, that mid to
That's
late
called-
80s bowling
that's-
video is like my jam.
that's called a blow.
It is a blow.
Yeah,
So you blew
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's a blow.
But that's
Or you did
that's because you
coke.
blew it.
Or you did
Yeah.
coke. One of the
They
two.
blew it. But we
well, it is
we
the
sort
80s,
of
so we
thought
could go a number of
we
different
sort
ways
of
on
thought
that.
that they might have changed that vernacular as the 80s
You know what?
coke craze started.
I'm gonna move on. In fact, if we're moving on from Darker Than Your Soul, let's go on because this is from the same brewing company. This is Sagatuck Brewing Company. It's Beam Me Up Scotty. It's a coconut stout.
I just want to make sure you
Tom,
know I
Lynn,
was
you-
crazy
you
there.
may
I
have
was
my
dialed
daughter
in.
on.
No, you're drunk, Larry. You're
What?
beautiful. You're
Micrometer?
perfect.
Why would I have a micrometer on me?
Because you're Tom.
I'm I'm not a machinist.
I'm pretty sure you would have.
All right, I'm going.
there.
Let's
I
go
have a
with this
micrometer, just not on me. Who cares about a micrometer?
I don't know.
All right, so where do I have a micrometer?
I'm
Why
gonna
did you
put my
like-
lips around this and
Yeah,
just
it's
leave
fine.
that one alone.
Just measure out.
Because you can't
You don't have to-
Fine.
You do not need to be that
Do you
accurate.
have a slide rule? I
You do
mean,
not need to be that
You
accurate.
should have. Everyone
listening.
should have a slide rule these days. Every Gen Xer or even Gen Y needs a slide rule just to screw with the new generation. Okay, so the Beam Me Up Stouty. Beam Me Up Stouty. Coconut
we
Stout.
know where this is gonna go.
Hey, I just did a nerd snort, by the way. I'm very proud of it. And
Congratulations,
thank
sir.
you.
Yes,
Thank you very
there
much.
you go.
Nerd snort.
Okay, so scoot over. Scoot over. Because Dallas likes
I
you.
didn't get up.
Okay.
Now, Dallas can take
Dallas
this
likes
role.
to sit on my
It would
lap.
be nice if your husband actually sat next to you.
Yeah, I was gonna
We're
say.
good with
Yes?
that.
Go
We're-
this way.
We are good with that.
I'm leaving here.
Okay, for whatever
You're
Whatever-
like you've never done that before, Larry.
whatever
Dallas,
failing
what
you
are you
may have
posting?
had with this,
What's up?
I think
What are
they
you
just got
posting?
doubled.
What am I posting?
Really?
What am I not posting?
You gotta read
Now I know you're not big on stouts, and I know you're not big on flavors. So we
Yeah.
already have 2 strikes against it, but
Oh yeah,
That's
so
nice, man.
I like
that's for me. I'm like, who's going around putting
I
tiny
like
hats on
stouts,
pigeons?
and
And then I'm seeing all these pigeons with tiny hats.
Oh.
And that misses the mark.
Penguins
Oh,
can
big
anti-shake
time.
cases. I find it funny as
No,
hell.
that
had,
misses the mark
right?
completely.
You probably don't remember this, but we had a coconut
Yeah,
stout
I
once
do, no, I
before.
do remember, and
I
I
brought
did not
some-
mind it if you remember.
Yeah, remember we opened it. It smelled bad,
but
but it was
it was
great.
really good.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a coconut
more comfortable.
chocolate stout or something like that I got from North Carolina. That was at your old place.
Really?
Yeah.
Which old place?
The one over on.
We've had, like,
not
several.
Not Melvin.
Stop moving.
Not Melvin?
No, Melvin. It was Melvin. Yes, it was Melvin.
No, but Ives Grove Road was freaking epic. I can tell you all my old places because
Yes.
feel free to
Yeah.
visit there. Have
Anybody
fun.
else want to give
Just
this?
watch
Remember Patrick and the chicken
Oh God, yes.
and the chickens?
Oh yeah, they was
Yes!
and they were scared.
They would ignore everybody. No, they would
No, I
ignore
know.
the hell
I
out of
know.
everybody
Except for
except for Patrick. They would follow Patrick everywhere, and we would like it did not matter because we let them kind of
Right.
pre-range because we were out in the county.
So.
You got you
This is
No,
what-
give it a try.
So,
we're making.
so we let him
It's okay,
pre-range.
Rose, we shared.
And Patrick would
I
come
do
in for an
the other one now
episode
while
and he
you're
would
doing this.
run, and he would run away.
Well, yeah, because
And
the
the
chickens
chickens
are
are
really.
Chickens are vicious.
Yeah, no, they were
Chickens
strangely
are
attracted. They were
vicious.
strangely attracted to Patrick.
Chickens are
Kinda
chickens.
This is a chicken that used
They
to
kinda
lay
push
next to
away.
my
Is
cat
Blade.
and like cuddle.
So Mike,
I mean, these are
oh,
chickens
it's
that
on plastic.
like you could just pick them up and carry them around. I mean,
Okay.
they were not like horrible.
It was
death
a loving
chickens.
chicken.
Let me see what you got.
Yeah,
before you-
it was great.
Early
guys,
chicken.
you know.
Those are rough times.
They were okay. Those are the guys who were
Alright,
strong,
so-
like outside the episode.
First thing I
yeah.
want to mention
It
is
did happen.
instantly. This one
Regular.
smells different than the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not a fucking
This is,
coach.
I thought it was
this
pretty
is the
good.
same company.
Yeah.
I didn't
Really, you didn't like
For
it?
me,
I thought it
no.
was alright.
I'm not a
This
coconut.
to me
I like
is
coconut.
like
I
a
love
light.
coconut. No, I don't
a light
mind
stout.
coconut, but thank you. It's not much of a stout.
No, it was
And
very
you know,
good.
I have to say that. Either was this darker than your soul. That's not a really strong stout.
Right.
And
It's not very thick.
No,
Wait,
I
can I
wouldn't
try that
even
again?
classify that as a stout if I didn't know what it was.
No, I wouldn't either. You're right.
I wouldn't
Really?
go even a Scotch
Really, you doing
ale.
that?
I mean, it's like it wants to be,
Oddly enough, the
but
Scotch ale was stronger.
I'm
than
very
that
glad
was.
of that.
Chicken.
There you go.
I think this was disgusting.
Yeah, it's an awful lot of coconut. So
Oh,
you know what?
want it? I can't.
No, I really don't mind it,
Not
but
that one.
I can't drink beer in my spare time anymore, so guys giving the beer is really my only chance.
Yeah.
So really, it doesn't taste too bad.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It for me.
I very
it's-
seldom drink.
If you had to classify a stout as
They're
almost
on the lid
watery
itself.
or very light, like a light stout, these would kind of qualify.
This would be
for
a
that.
light. Yeah,
Very much so.
it's definitely light.
It's. But for me, if I want a stout, if I'm going that route, which I prefer
Yeah,
either
you're
the very
happy with
light
it.
fruity for refreshing for the
Run to
summer,
work.
or I really want to,
yes.
like, I want a knife and fork. I want to be able to have to
too,
chew
okay.
my friggin' beer.
Those are
the
just
thing.
marks.
I like the really heavy darks that are really going to stick to my ribs. This, it's the consistency, almost the texture of a very, very light beer, but it's dark. So it's like it's trying to, I don't know, it's like it's trying to hit both ends of the spectrum, and it's missing the
both.
mark on both. Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you on
So
that.
unfortunately,
Like a
sorry,
poor
Second Time
marksman,
Brewing, it just
missing your
doesn't work for
target.
us.
I have a game here.
So,
I already have.
Now we're
it.
gonna go, because I know you've been looking forward to this.
Oh, why are I?
Let's go on to these are, see if I can find,
It's hard.
The blower away.
This
That's the one with the bowling pins on it.
this is what, these are from
I bought a new one.
Pipeworks
I got
Brewing
rid of
Company. These are both, I think they're fairly new.
Actually, if I ever
These
find a
are
blue one, I'll give it
themed
to you.
after The Big Lebowski.
Yay.
So we have Baked and Layered. This is an imperial stout with chocolate
I'm
malts,
pretty close to that, by the way.
cacao nibs,
Baked and layered?
toasted
Did you say
coconut.
nips?
Nibs.
Nip knobs?
No, she said nips.
Yeah, well.
Rob's nibs.
Either way,
are
I'd
at
be
the top of
happy.
that.
Let's just say that. Imperial stout with chocolate malts, lactose, cacao nib.
She said
Toasted-
lactose. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Lactose
Toasted
and nibs.
coconut and vanilla. This is called Baked and Layered.
Can I read this?
Yeah, it's a titty beer.
The other one, which is, of course, if anybody
Saying,
loves
this is the beer that
our
the stout
favorite.
would suck straight from the teeth.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here. This one is very much like that. It's also an imperial But this is an imperial white milk stout with lactose,
say
vanilla, coffee, and cacao nibs.
I like how
So,
it has
they're
purposeful. They purposely put lactose in this.
Yeah, no, that's really weird, actually.
Well, and yeah.
I know that's to add a milk.
Basically,
flavored form.
they are trying to.
What's-
It looks like what they are trying
Dragon's
to
milk.
do is they are
It is,
trying
right?
to
Yeah,
replicate
lactose.
the idea of a White Russian in an imperial stout.
Alright,
So let's give this a shot.
I'm for it.
Am I supposed to open the baked and layered?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It,
Baked
it
and layered
does
is
say.
10.5.
It does say
alcohol.
It's
All
good.
right. I'm gonna do it.
I think that'll work.
Okay,
don't you?
that's a
Okay,
really
are you
odd.
happy? The bottom line is you have to be happy.
I know.
man.
I'm happy with it.
Hence the reason I'm having you carve it.
Okay.
I understand.
I'll give
You
you
know what?
a
Smells like
taste
Kahlua.
odds.
If I screw it up, it's my fault. Doesn't
Exactly.
mean I won't be angry. It's
No,
my
but
fault.
it's your fault.
Yep.
I'm no dummy.
Tom's been through this too many times.
Shit, yes.
He's learned
This
his
is not
lesson.
our first rodeo.
Thank you.
Yeah, I pulled chips off this bitch.
It's
Yes,
different.
you have.
It's
Yes,
very
you have.
different.
I have had like 3 or 4 Game Gears. By the way, if I find my blue one, I'll give you guys the frame for
He
it.
literally.
No,
he
give him
literally-
the frame for
He was
Yeah, I'll give
desoldering
you guys
it,
the frame for
and
it.
he's using the hot air
I don't want it.
desoldering tool.
No offense, I love you, Robin. I don't want
Some
your
of the
frame.
surface my
But-
stuff right off
Oh,
the
you got
floor.
the frame for it.
It was
So-
fucking
I got a sound
I'll
chip
take
off of it. For the soundboard.
Yeah, he did. I actually like
Actually,
demoed
to continue a bit with the history
All right.
of it, they
careful,
ran
Dan, there's a
this
beverage
thing
here.
until Sega ran it until
I know, right?
1997.
That's really weird.
I know. I'm not
And
sure what to
then
make of it.
Sega discontinued it, and one of their
Take
one
a
of their
couple of sips.
distributors,
I think it's one of those you have to take
Majesco,
a
actually
couple
ended
of
up
sips.
picking up production of the Game Gear in 2000.
Wow.
Like there's something at the
For
front
North
I can't
America.
put my
You know, the
finger
Game
on.
Gear was
Yeah.
beautiful, though.
It really was, and it was ahead of its time.
This one has coconut.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
But the Game Boy won because of a greater library,
Yep.
longer battery life,
Long battery life. That's why.
more third-party support from Nintendo,
Okay. So it's weird plus coconut.
and it was cheaper.
I like
that's
this one
it.
better.
Out of the
There's more
end,
chocolate,
it
there's
was
more
like
chocolate.
Game Boy was
I
$90 bucks. When
I like less
Game Gear
coconut.
was
Well,
150
this one-
bucks.
Did Game
This
Gear
one
ever come
seems
with a
more
pack-in?
like it's going to be
It did,
like
it came
closer
with
to like an
towels.
almond
Okay,
joy.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
An almond-
Yeah, this is an almond
Yeah.
joy.
Like an almond
And
joy
I love
stout?
almond joys.
Okay, so
So do I. Oh, your kid is back.
Oh fuck.
that's really good. Yeah,
It tastes
I will
like-
get it back. I will get some of it
It
back.
does taste
Alright.
like an almond
It's
joy.
just that
So-
fact that it's like 10 and a half.
I think an interesting thing is that
tastes like
eventually they
it
made
really
the
does.
Nomad.
That's
There's
a
also
perfect
Rock,
description.
Yeah, which was
which
basically
was great.
which was straight up portable Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually use it like if I'm recording a video. If you see a Genesis video that I've done, they're all
See,
the Nomad.
I
use the
on your
Nomad.
Nomad.
I do love
Yeah,
the
it's
fact
great.
that it has
It has
the
right
master
out-
system
it
and
has
everything.
right outputs.
This one's
Oh, I
really
know.
good.
So
It's a
so
great
now
machine.
see, so here's the thing. Even though you had this, you got the whole Master System library with this.
Actually, I think this is really good.
I think
it's
this,
not bad.
I think this
it's
is going to be.
It's strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell it too. What is that? Because you.
It's fluffy.
No.
Yeah, don't
no.
smell it.
No.
weird.
Don't smell it.
Don't drink it either.
Very good.
No,
Don't
you're
try this.
being a wuss.
Try this one. If you guys haven't
It's
tried
like
this, try this
it's like
one.
overflow coffee.
hate
It's
that.
like
Right,
strong
no.
I
coffee.
like that one.
That's
No.
the thing.
Yeah,
You
I'm
not
not
like
sure.
What
that?
have you had on White Russian?
I think
No,
it's
it
okay.
tastes like a fucking White Russian.
Okay.
There's a weird taste
The
at the
baked-
beginning that I can't put my finger on.
The baked and
Thank you.
the
There's a
baked and
weird taste.
layered.
Oh, that
The
was
baked
yeah,
and layered.
this
right in the
Okay.
beginning, then it Yeah, fades that's right
I'm
away.
not as
No.
impressed with this
No.
one as I am with that one.
This one, I think it's
Really?
going
You
to
don't
be.
like that one? I like that one much
I like
better than
that
that
one.
Smells
one.
like your mom's chicken enchilada.
It tastes like
Yeah,
a chicken fucking.
Yeah,
enchilada.
it's like a chicken.
There's a spice taste at the beginning.
There is. There's
There is.
It's weird.
Yeah, there's a spice taste. It tastes like your mom's chicken enchilada.
That's weird because I
What is
like,
mullet?
you know, it's
It's a
pretty
mullet.
funny
Yeah.
because that is
It
like
tastes
a.
like freaking mullet.
Yeah,
It
see,
does
there's
taste like
mullet.
mullet.
It
Yeah,
tastes
it
like
tastes
a
like
mullet.
mullet.
That's what
Lots
it
of
is.
bullets.
That's the taste I'm making.
This
What
is-
I'm trying to
Okay.
identify.
Okay, so the difference really between the two, this one has coconut. I get the impression that there's a little bit more thickness to it, which is
That's
always
what she
a good
said.
thing. Yeah, she did.
Thickness is good.
Thank God, so
And
is
there's
mine.
also with the coconut, there's
2 inches, but
also
like a tuna can.
there's a
Damn
sweetness.
right.
There's more sweetness to the baked and layered than there is to the. Hey, there's a beverage here. This one is less sweet. This one is more. So I guess that's going to be the defining whether you like coconut or not, or whether you like the sweetness or not. So
Well, let's, I'm going to go back to the.
you like this one.
The baked and layered.
This is
like
really
a freaking almond joy.
This isn't like an almond. So
It is very much like an almond
Yeah.
joy.
Oh,
None of you taste
I
like
love
the
almond
overflow
joys,
of
man.
like
Me
coffee.
too.
Like
I get a
like when
little
you
bit,
first-
but it's
like when you
No,
all right. So
it's like
like
coffee that's been sitting there for 8
all right,
hours.
you're at the office, okay?
Yeah.
You're at the office.
I work at a
And-
coffee shop, Rob. I
Alright.
have really good coffee. You can't do that.
All right, you
It's
don't
a
have
lot.
great coffee, but
I have
you
fabulous
you
coffee.
you hit the button,
You're breaking
right?
cards,
Yeah.
Paul.
And instead of
Yeah,
putting
I'm
in
good.
All right,
the
hold on.
crappy,
Let me get this one roll
that-
done first.
The carafe.
properly
The carafe.
The craft.
Thank you.
Yes.
The craft. Thank you for correcting me. I now know how to pronounce it. I'm a coffee
Courage.
person.
Carafe.
Really? No, caraffe's fine. I'm
no,
also
the
I
carafe.
like being corrected on
The
this.
carafe.
Because I'm gonna have to use it on my channel sometime. Guys, Keys of Beer really doesn't matter,
enjoy.
but
No, it really
this one, but mine does. So let's pull it out.
We don't matter.
No.
Crap. No. Well, no, not in that sense. Are you kidding? This is like my gateway valve. All right. So next
We got it.
we take it off.
on live feeds.
We
right now.
put our cup under.
We're totally alive.
Oh yeah, we're live.
No, I mean on text.
You see?
Oh,
this?
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So we put the cup under, and this is what you get on the first cup. This is it. And I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
I worked in an office for a long goddamn time.
You look like it.
No, he doesn't. What are you talking about?
I look like I worked in air conditioning,
The
I know,
outfit.
but still.
Very stylish.
I do remember that.
Shut up.
I love
Very
it.
stylish.
I'm so glad that you brought that.
I'm wearing a t-shirt now, but I love the shirt and vest. That,
Thank
that,
I'm
those-
wearing
those
an
things, yeah.
elf outfit. Shut the fuck up.
My boss actually refers to me as business homeless. I do the business homeless.
Jesus Christ.
Business homeless. No, my boss is pretty cool. Actually, to be fair, my boss is cool as heck. So, all
I
right,
am the cool
That was my
boss.
best
Yeah.
guess.
yeah. You very rarely get the cool boss, and when you get it,
I mean,
try to be.
you should appreciate
Anybody
it.
else? I will share.
So-
All right, so
You got one with you, right?
I told
So-
you, business homeless.
Take one with you.
yes, right,
Where is it?
right, exactly. So this
Right there.
is that
No,
first
yeah,
cup of coffee
it's
you
over there.
get.
Grab one of those.
It
You want
should
to
be
touch
the
it?
whole crap.
Nels, hand me
Thank
that
you for.
ribbon to your left.
Thank you
So
for that. I'm
remember-
gonna use that.
remember-
No.
Remember
You're
that the metal's going to go
Crap.
on the outside of the case. So
Metal's
And you
gonna go on
put
the
your
outside
cup
of the
under
case.
it and chill
just
it.
fits that.
Okay.
And the top of
This
this should
And
be
that's,
that's-
that's what you're getting.
and it's what I'm
I'll do my
used
best.
to.
maybe a hair below.
And yes,
Okay.
I will admit, at first it was offensive, but once I got used to it,
The problem is coming
Oh, yeah.
as a boss in a coffee house. The first part that comes out is some of the most bitter that comes
yes,
out. And if
That's true.
you know that may match your soul being at the office, so that's quite possible. But
I have a pretty easy office life, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be,
I work in a coffee bar,
I mean,
so I'm totally.
I
fine.
really don't put up with a lot of crap. I'm the security guy, so I know what you're surfing.
Well, you're-
Really,
Yeah.
people don't screw with the guy who knows what
what
you've
they're
been
surfing.
surfing.
Yeah.
yeah.
They really don't.
They don't want to screw with the guy who actually is all.
They want
make
fired.
that bitter
I mean, admittedly,
coffee.
It's a bit like knowing where the bodies are born.
Damn
It
straight.
is a lot like knowing where the bodies are buried. It's,
Usually under the porch.
Because they went on Google
Always
Maps and
under
looked
the
it up.
porch.
when you clicked on the wrong link and I saved your ass in 30 minutes or less because
Yes.
they took your username
They-
and password and started sending emails as you,
You know,
and I
they should be
stopped
all
it.
sending you like
They love
Christmas
you.
bonuses this year and
They
Christmas
love you.
gifts. You know.
That said, when you're making their application suck, and I realize it does suck after I get done, yeah.
Okay, so
I understand your anger.
Let's
you
put
know?
this question forth. What is on everyone's if money was no object, what is everyone's number one thing that they would ask for Christmas?
Larry?
That's for Larry.
He did.
No, I just want to go Larry first.
No, just
No, come back to me.
Okay, mine. I will. My ooh.
In a
I'll
jar,
leave that one
though.
alone.
I mean,
Jar.
it's not like he hasn't gotten it
Darling.
regularly, but
Mine is an Oculus
You
Quest.
got it.
If money was no
You
object,
got it.
the one thing I want
You're a dick,
under that
Tom.
Christmas tree
I love you too.
above anything else
I'm
is
sure
an
Darlene
Oculus
got it.
Quest.
I
An Oculus Quest.
love it.
Because of the guys games and beer room at Midwest Gaming Classic, which is, if you have never been to Midwest Gaming Classic, it is
Oh,
an
you
amazing
understand. I hate
convention.
this.
These guys have an entire room just devoted to.
I thought you would have gone maybe bigger.
I desperately need
I'd like a
pizza.
yacht or
Oh,
like
I'm sorry, $900
I like
is
a
not
Disney
enough.
theme park under my tree.
No. I want the Guys Games and Beer room at Midwest Gaming Classic this past spring in Milwaukee. Look it up. It's in April. It's absolutely phenomenal. These guys have an entire room here. They had James.
Getting bigger all the time.
Getting bigger all the time. We had the only known stand-up Vectrex machine. So one of the things that was set up was James had his Oculus Quest set up there and played Beat Saber, and I became completely addicted to it. So for me, I want Oculus Quest and a copy of Beat Saber. That would be, if Santa gave me anything, that would be what
is the Vader thing kind of a Beat Quest kind of
it's for
takeoff?
I think it's actually you go through. I think it's actually you take the idea of going through like any of the other Star Wars games, but you're actually like walking through it on a 360, a full 3-dimensional 360-degree setup. I've heard a lot of good stuff about
The
it.
Oculuses are really neat. I actually would. I plan on getting one, and it's finally to the and bless the people who were early adopters who let the technology move forward. But and Jim was one of those guys, and he you had set up cameras and stuff like that, and it just was too much for me. But with the Oculus, that Quest, it's that technology that's in the headset, so you don't have to set up any cameras or anything like that. And that's like, then you don't even need a computer.
And with the
It's all in there. The handsets and everything comes with the set. It's like, boom, you unbox it and you're ready to roll. More or less.
It is.
And that is pretty cool.
The Oculus Quest really, at least in terms of what the technology that's out there right now that's available to the mass public, is probably one of the best on the scene at this point, where for that kind of immersive experience. So Beat Saber is just one thing that it's absolutely fantastic, and I wanted to do as my workout, and I would have a blast.
All right, now, Ryan, you leave.
My friend actually works.
All right, and now Dallas, you leave.
Really?
Yeah. Just an empty room with quiet
You know what would be really great?
Yeah.
You know what would be
Just
really
everybody
great?
left.
Wait, we're asking what everyone would
Is
want.
if I switched over
everybody left.
to the main can instead of the top-down can that's showing nothing.
Rob, the question on the table is, if money was really not much of an object, what would be the one thing you would want to see on the Christmas tree?
I said a Disney theme park, but
Oh, good.
I said under the tree.
No, it's not that imagine.
Under the sea?
You know what? I can't say what I want.
Okay, how about the second thing you would want?
whoa, you have a wife.
And
Yeah, but her with.
what about you,
I
Ryan?
did it.
Is it
But
kind
I'm
of
fine.
like what Charlie Sheen would want or something? Or
Yeah, it's kind of what Charlie Sheen was.
Tiger blood. The
Yeah, I
entire
had Charlie Sheen before Charlie Sheen was Charlie Sheen.
I'll go
Anyway,
with the
alright,
Oculus.
so
That'll be fine.
let's talk. Honestly, I pretty much buy whatever I want these days, and it's not. I do. I mean, I just buy whatever,
Industrial vibrator.
except that.
Did he have to
Rob
kickstart
came
it?
in.
No, I mean, so
No, seriously. If
If you're rich,
I don't know if you can get it underneath
that
the
much.
tree. I don't know if you can get it underneath the tree. But if it qualifies, but I'd like an original tapper machine.
Nice.
Money, no.
Oh, I can get under the tray.
Yeah.
I'll jam
You
it
know,
under the
you
tray.
could totally buy that
we'll do.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Yeah, nobody
there are lots of different sized trees. We can manage some.
Exactly.
All right, the DeLorean price
that
has gone
would
up
be-
quite a bit, so I would like a DeLorean.
A DeLorean.
I've almost bought one
okay.
twice.
All right.
Really?
So a DeLorean.
Rob, do you remember that Fiero you owned?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why would you buy a DeLorean?
two of them.
You did own 2 of those? I remember the one.
I had the
Did you
original
trade one for a motorcycle
and then
you don't
I had the V6 one, the Death Trap.
Okay, so Santa needs to bring Rob a DeLorean with a big ass red bow, just like all the Lexus commercials, right out in the front.
I'm gonna bring this on.
Bad.
I'm gonna be a little counterculture, but
I have to drive it.
it's based on my experience with Rob actually. So
A hand job?
no, the Peloton commercial, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are
on
really
this?
down on it, like, oh, there's this woman who's thin, and you gave her exercise equipment or whatever.
Probably thin
You know
for
what?
exercise.
We don't know their personal conversation
Yeah.
and what they had beforehand. She may have been really dreaming about that. We don't know that. So, this is a Target story back in the day. It's a birthday story.
Oh, we've had lots of
And
great
so,
stories at Target.
Rob was at Target. We worked there together at one point. And he was purchasing a stainless steel microwave for his wife.
Oh my God! I tell this story all the time.
And people kind of got into him about
One person
kind
got into me.
of felt better when I said people.
Yeah,
And,
fine. Fair enough.
It's a better story. Just
Let's go for it.
Go with it.
and she's a person, so people still works. Anyway, so they said, well, no, that's not a very romantic gift or whatever.
They said it was a
that's
sexist gift.
That's a sexist gift. That's very much like the Peloton.
Right.
And so, but what they didn't know
Scott had
is
one of those stories too.
that
For me.
his wife really wanted, this is her personal view, what she wanted a stainless steel kitchen. That's
you found my
what
wife.
she wanted.
Yeah.
She
That's
is
what she
not.
wanted.
She is not a.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's what
Kitchen
she
one.
wanted. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But she really, her whole life, she really never did much cooking. Never did. She's always wanted that.
Right.
It's something she's really liked.
And she wanted a
Why
stainless
should you
steel
be able to
kitchen.
do whatever you want to do? So I
Absolutely.
bought her that. And by the way, it's sitting
Still
in the
there.
other room. It's it is a Jujubi microwave at this
Yeah,
time. So Target shit.
although I want to wait a minute. How has it got relegated to the 6th subfloor?
Because we have you have to have the built-in one.
Oh,
In the upstairs
okay, all right.
Oh, by the way, I gotta give you an upstairs tour. So.
Yes.
Back in the day,
Absolutely.
you didn't have such luxuries.
No.
Yeah, no, I did not.
Wait a minute, Scott.
No,
Scott has
no,
a very
no,
similar
sure.
story. We lived several years ago when our son, over a decade ago, when our son was born, and we lived in this little tiny little place. It had the tiniest kitchen, and I love buying spices.
Oh my God.
I'm a
How
cook.
many square feet?
Oh my gosh, I think maybe 600 and something.
Yes, we had like 500.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was-
Shitty little apartment.
It was bad. Anyway, I had no place
Not
to
as a house.
store anything. There was like 3 cabinets to the whole friggin' kitchen. I mean, it was
yeah.
small. So what I asked for, I think it was for my birthday actually, but I asked for some more, the cabinets or some shelving or something where I could actually put things up. He goes to one of the big box stores. And he's looking and he's asking this woman who's working there, where they are and some
I
information
just
about
love this story.
So he goes through all this and he goes and he finally finds 2 cabinets that work perfectly for what we need, that'll fit on the counter, that has the right, setup. And she asks, "Oh, this is great, blah blah blah. Oh, what's this for?" And he goes, "Well, my wife wanted these for her birthday. I think it was. She wanted these for her birthday, and this girl just goes off on it. She's like, "Are you kidding? For your wife's birthday,
Right.
you're getting your cabinetry and blah blah blah. No." And he goes, "No, seriously, this is all she asked for. She just wants places to put her stuff. This is what she asked for. I'm going to
Crazy
do
thing.
what she asked for." Yes, occasionally a woman.
Some of us like to cook.
Yeah, we like to cook,
or
or
bake.
we need a new vacuum, and this is when we're poor enough that we need to ask for
thank
this
you.
for a gift. There is nothing wrong with it. If this is what the person wants, who gives a damn what the norm conventions are?
Right.
Don't bring
that are
your-
what the new
placed?
Don't bring your
conventions
values down on me.
Thank
By the way,
you.
same person who told me all about her freaking bomb
Mean people?
collection, and I had to say, could you please not tell me about this? I really don't want to hear it. You know? I mean,
I did.
yeah, I know you did.
All right.
I mean, you want to
Well, my
do.
point was much like her point.
But-
is that
but seriously,
you don't
the
know when
same
you see
person-
something,
Yeah,
when you see
judging that,
something
like-
like that, you're really just putting your own judgment on it. And Laura, you don't know. They have a relationship.
There are some people that
They have a relationship.
Absolutely.
I want
Yeah.
to see you at the New Year's.
You don't know what that relationship
definitely will.
is.
Give Cassandra a big hug.
He's outside right
And
now.
by the way,
so.
Is she?
I hope everyone
Yeah.
enjoyed the Laird Rabbit Hole of the day.
I gotta come say hi.
No, I think it's really fair because it's like, you know, you have a relationship with somebody and you know what they like.
Thank you.
If you don't, and there are people who don't. It's not
Yeah.
wrong that they. I mean, it's wrong
So,
that they don't.
then you just-
But some people don't. But you gotta judge that from who they are. And it
could
really
be
bothers me
completely
that somebody that was
possible.
hitting on me constantly thought that I was choosing the wrong thing. So what? Are you thinking that I'm the person that makes bad decisions, therefore you're hitting on me all the time?
I wonder
What a
if
turnoff,
it
by
is.
the way.
Well,
No.
I mean,
Strangely, when Berlin thinks I'm making bad decisions, it really turns me on. So I don't know why.
yeah, but you know, maybe the point may be, since if you don't really know somebody and you don't really know, there is a chance the sort of conventional gift may be the one you just go with because you don't really know that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But the people you know, go with what you think they want.
No, get them what they want.
Yeah, get them what
Plain
they
and
want.
simple.
They will tell you what they want, and Darlene makes it really clear what she wants every year, and it drives me fucking crazy.
Well, or you
No surprise.
So I get her a couple of things, and,
and,
then I
and
get
sometimes
some
they
things
make it
I want.
that clear, but sometimes you just pay attention and go, God, she bitches about that a lot. I should probably do something about
Right,
that.
exactly. That's the thing. You know what? You really got more information.
Oh, wait, I'm
on
sorry.
Caskets
I'm gonna
and your
phrase that
experience than you
differently.
want.
She voices concerns about that a lot. I
Right.
should probably help her out with that.
Right, and I appreciate the same thing. I mean,
Right.
sometimes you really don't know what you're bitching about all the time. It really is true. It's like,
Are you looking at a guy
Gotta buy
that
mine.
shows
God, you bring that up
I
like
have
400 times.
Test points.
And then
Okay.
you get it,
It's
and you're
like,
like, and you want
holy shit, this is
you want to
great.
really give a wonderful gift? Do that. Pay attention to somebody, and just pay attention to what they constantly sort of bring up, and they're usually musing to themselves, not even to you or the
Oh, I
world.
see, you're
They're just
looking
sort of like, God, I'm so frustrated with this. And then you give it to someone, and it may be something benign like a toilet paper holder, or it could be something
But
completely
it makes their life better.
and they're just like, this is so cool.
Yeah, it is kind of
Kidding.
it is kind of funny that, you know, I don't think that people that aren't in a there's lots of bad relationships. So people that aren't in a relationship that works don't understand that relationships that work come in all flavors.
Yeah.
You never know what the thing is that makes it work. Do not screw with people who are happy. That is such a rare thing. I understand there's plenty of people who have their hang-ups, but your hang-up
the bottom
isn't
lip here.
everybody else's
But
hang-up.
that,
Yeah.
freaking perfect.
Your hang-up is very
That is
exclusive
perfect.
to you. Do not judge people on their relationships. If their relationship is working, you should be happy.
No, look at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Seriously though, your relationship, if it is working, you are better off than 90% of everybody else. And that is what I think people need to learn. You know, care about the other fucking person for once in your life, and once you do,
Relationships.
don't let
I've gamed in
don't let people who have screwed up relationships.
Wow, we did, dude. We are giving relationships.
Hey!
I'm glad you're here.
Back to Bobby.
I think it's pretty good. I think this is great shit. I think this is people. This is life skills that people
Yeah, go ahead
need.
and take them while working. No problem, man.
But seriously, it really is a problem now, and it's always been a problem. I think that people have judged people's relationships.
Now you
know
can,
what?
you can just beep them out and fine.
Whatever
I'm
works for
just-
you,
Yeah.
be happy.
Someone's already done the beeping out.
You know, we used to say,
Now, there are
whatever
various
floats your
versions
boat.
of this, but this is the same version that the guy was
True story.
So not an issue.
So, buddy, next weekend,
Yeah.
Brown Liquor Christmas.
Yeah. We're recording that or something.
Something
We
like
are.
that.
You know what we're doing? We're doing Days Before Christmas, which is a game that was recommended by Dallas originally, and
Yeah.
then I did get the Super Nintendo version of it.
What's the
let's get
It's
concept?
really expensive, so I totally got a hack version of it. But it's a physical cartridge.
What's the concept?
You're Santa,
Uh,
and you're gonna kick some ass.
Well,
So-
Santa does.
Yeah, that's next week's
Alright.
show.
so I was just
Santa's
thinking,
gonna
like,
kick some ass.
I was thinking there should be a Christmas
I
game.
played it for about 10 minutes.
So it's like
I think there should be a Christmas game.
That's not unusual for me.
each.
That one sounds fun.
No.
Mhm.
So
And
that's
I'm
the
in.
controller. This is how you.
But I was sitting there, I was thinking Days Before
Oh,
Christmas. This is my interpretation of what I thought maybe the game might be.
Well,
Never heard a game. Here's
Yeah,
the game idea.
No.
Here's my game idea. Days Before Christmas was about looking for Christmas gifts.
That'd be hilarious.
Trying to find the hiding places that your parents hid.
Yeah, what's that Arnold
Thanks,
And
Schwarzenegger
just find the things
video?
that emotionally scar you in that closet.
Well, depending on what you find. Maybe it's such a
I will not name the person.
It's like an RPG.
Wow. Okay. So wait a minute. I got to wait before we go any further. I just looked over to see how the video feed looked as I'm working on this, and all I see are empty beers.
We don't have that game system there with some wires.
Alright, I'm not naming names. But your parents will eventually pass away and you'll have to clean out their house. So, as a parent, please, for the
Love of
God's
God.
sake, if your wife passes away first, get rid of the sex toys, okay? Just don't ruin your son. That's all I have to say. Don't ruin your son.
I thought a better
not.
advice would be like hide a gag Christmas gift that that says that you forgot to give that one, you know.
My grandpa
And it
actually
only
did that.
has sex toys in it. That would be the
Well, minus that part. So my grandpa actually would lose like Christmas gifts. Have you had this?
no.
All right, so
All right.
well, my family lives to a really ripe old age, and my grandpa was probably in early 90s maybe when he passed away. So what would happen is he would get presents for people, wrap them, and then
Forget.
forget where he hid them. Because he had like my grandparents at one point. I don't know if you know this. You probably know this. Tom knows it, and Ryan, this is a new epiphany for you. My grandparents were pretty rich. Okay, they were probably millionaires, roughly area, and they owned like several houses on their block. Right at one time, it broke apart. Eventually, they owned a factory. They owned a lot of stuff, and at one time, a good position for our family was to lay back and do fucking nothing and just collect money off the family. It was just a thing you did. Unfortunately, not by the time I got there, but earlier on, it was a thing you did. But anyway, so we owned a couple houses, and my grandparents were parents of the Great Depression. And so they always bought duplexes, right? So they had a couple duplexes, they sold them off over the years, and we were down to one duplex, and my family was living in it. And what my grandpa would do is they didn't want to rent out the top duplex, right? So they used it for storage. So my grandpa would store shit in the duplex upstairs and just lose it. Well, look, 4 out of 5 of us on the screen right now understand. It happens, okay? You lose shit, okay? You're getting old. You're getting close, brother. Your time's coming. You are not 5 years away.
Ask Katie, I lose shit all the goddamn time.
So guess what? You're in it. Welcome to the club, brother. You are in it.
I will spend 5-10 minutes looking for something. She spends 2 seconds.
So what happens is you eventually lose shit. But unfortunately, my grandpa had an entire floor to lose shit because they had a duplex that they owned the whole thing and would not rent it out. So
Storage space, man.
So what happened is eventually they passed away. And what you find when they pass away is lots of presents. Presents from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. Yeah, so...
Depending on what they are, those could be very valuable or not.
No, there's some epic shit going on. I mean...
Okay. Ooh, God.
But they were great. So anyway, yeah, that's eventually what you found. It will happen to all of us.
Someone will eventually find all of our sex toys.
I like that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
wow, you brought it right back. I didn't bring that back, but yes,
I feel like I'm
indeed.
sharing that one.
What
I
happened
really
to my
am.
poor friend
I'm enjoying
was
this.
No,
he found his
that's why I
five
wasn't going
sex
to get that
toys.
back at first, because that one is
Yeah, no, this one's very good.
It's like a dark
Now, that can just be like, okay, great, yeah, whatever, but work it off. It's like,
Toy.
the fuck, Mom?
So the rule is here. Look, if your wife passes away before you, throw away the goddamn sex toys. Okay, don't ruin your kids. It can ruin them at 30. It can ruin them at 40.
It's not something the Salvation
It's
Army or the
not-
Goodwill wants you to donate.
You sure?
Absolutely true. You should get rid of the sex toy.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Do not sell them on
by the way,
eBay, please.
I do know that the person involved here is listening, and I hope you're happy that I obfuscated who you are.
If you are a true friend, you will get rid of the sex toys.
And
You will
obfuscated because
clear
we're
the
talking.
browser, clear the cache, clear the browser history.
Incognito mode,
Damn
guys.
straight,
And you will
people.
make sure that any incriminating
Well, nowadays we
evidence
do
of
have
any
that.
kind goes somewhere
There.
else.
So the whole point of this episode is don't keep
To
your
drink
porn.
beer.
Don't keep your sex toys.
Wasn't the thermites next to all the hard drives? Is that what it was?
Thermite, yeah. Put your thermite
As
next.
soon
to
as my heart stops, the thermite goes off 30 minutes
I'm
later and-
safe. I'm a security guy. There's no way.
So
Try Cobalt devices. That's all.
I do not want to ruin my son with the kind of fucked up porn I serve.
So
And you can probably guess, but
They don't need
guess.
confirmation.
Right.
No
exactly.
confirmation.
Exactly. No, Darlene, she's done the whole time. Fair enough. But
But Darlene's your wife. She should have
should-
some idea
Exact-
of what your porn is.
she has a fairly
Children should
good
have
idea.
no idea. They should be able to find their own path along the force.
Darlene is my porn. She puts up with a lot. But
Well, the thing is, though, Darlene and any wife would have their own porn.
again, we just have.
I know, as a husband, is that hard?
It's
to
just
hear?
like the
no, I mean, it
episode.
wouldn't be hard. I
Okay.
like try to convince her. I mean,
Okay.
porn's really great.
Seriously,
And what's
if a
this-
husband and wife can
Are you
share
gonna
porn,
switch to the bigger camera if we're just gonna there's nothing
Yeah.
going on here? No.
Yeah, you know, I discussed it with Tom earlier.
or they just were here.
It's just
I
a beach
said,
episode.
please warn me when you're going to do something
I'm
that
just gonna
requires-
say,
Why are they doing it in the other room?
I don't
Because
know.
it's loud.
Because we're talking about porn. Wait,
No,
why
but
are
that's
they doing
fair.
the other room?
All right,
I wouldn't do the other
we're
room.
back in the main room.
All
Come
right,
the guys,
so
cans and beer?
we're out of here.
No.
Wait,
No, we're
Hey,
not.
wait,
We're
it was like
It's
time.
like 6 wires on the
well,
board.
do you,
I gave up.
do you
I
want
gave up Call of Duty.
you want
I'm gonna-
absolute
I just
We're
wanna-
going to complete
or
this.
you want to make sure
Oh,
that
shoot.
this episode is not child
What
friendly
do you
and
mean?
you want to
I think we've
You
gone
want a
way
joke?
past.
you want a joke?
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
You want a joke? All right.
I'm really liking this bacon layer.
So
He just-
what does pizza delivery
God
man
damn it.
and a gynecologist have in common?
What?
What?
They both have to smell it, neither can eat it.
Depends how ethical you are.
Not very.
Hopefully more ethical than that.
Let's hope so.
I'm gonna say ethical.
On Facebook by every one of my ex-girlfriends. Anyway, let's talk about.
Pipeworks
Except
Brewing,
the
may
ones
I
that like
thank
it.
you for this baked and layered. I will say this is probably one of my favorites.
You just
one of
like
my
big
fa-
flour on it.
No, this is really
John
good. I
likes
have
it
been
all.
enjoying this for
So
2 years
double.
now. So Imperial
Yeah.
Stout, and I'm not usually big on Imperial Stouts, but this is really phenomenal.
You know, the Empire's coming back.
That's right.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm more of a
December
rebel stout
19th.
guy.
You know, I actually begged the Queen to take us back. I actually Twittered her.
Yes, she
I
did.
tweeted her. I said, "Please take us back. We cannot manage ourselves." By the way, all right.
Oh,
Can we talk about
oh yeah,
that for
you
a
mean
minute?
the George's line?
Look, Tom, you're gonna be all pissed off. I'm gonna call
get out the way.
I'm gonna call it Baby Yoda. I'm gonna call it Yoda.
Love.
Stupid ass series.
But isn't that the
I love
cutest ass thing you've ever seen?
No, it's a
I
really
love
good
it.
series.
I cannot believe you
They
don't
did a
like
shitty
it.
job on that
Love
series.
the
No, it's the worst Star Wars thing I've ever
No, it's
seen.
not. It's so
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, I gotta tell you,
Absolutely respect
I was
Star
really
Wars.
happy
Like
that
nothing
Ted
to
no,
Tui
it
it.
was
does
still
not.
involved.
Yes, it
No,
does.
it does not.
Exactly
All
how
right,
big
all right.
is their galaxy that
It's pretty
tattooing always ends up in like
Then he just visited.
Right there, okay?
No, but
right
the point
there.
is like okay,
He did nothing.
All right,
but
so-
consequence.
Sucks.
you know what? I've never
No, I've
visited
been
Texas.
I love that show.
But I've lived all over this country,
And they
but I've
just have
never
not-
You
been.
like the new goddamn
So,
show, don't you?
not Texas,
Way
but
too
I haven't
Disney-fied.
visited
Okay?
like.
I mean, they
Okay.
did
San
my
All right,
Antonio.
I will give you that.
So how is it that
No, you like the new shows, don't you? You ass.
everybody
You like
else?
garbage.
Okay.
I like the
Tattooing
Mandalorian
must be
because it
literally-
doesn't respect the new shows.
Tattooing must be
shows.
literally the center of their universe.
Yeah, really.
And they're always
Yeah.
It is
stopping
the
off.
center of the algorithms. Okay.
But I think that's the Force.
The Mandalorian.
Minus midichlorians.
I
And
look-
then those guys show up to
Alright, go ahead.
find some spice.
The
Oh,
the
sorry.
Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is
Painful.
Disney trying in some ways, and I will admit this. I believe that Disney is trying to play both sides.
No.
You have the badass. Hold on. You have the badass Mandalorian.
Admittedly, he looked cool on the cycle.
Looking pretty
Captain
damn awesome. He's got
Layback.
the cool armor. He's got the moves. He's got all that. On the other hand, you have the very, and I'll give it for Tom here. You have the very Disney-fied Baby Yoda.
And that is
You
exactly
have
what it is.
the cuteness.
Ewoks.
Ewoks did, no, even Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Ewoks were.
I mean, we
Ewoks
talked
were
about
Star
Star
Wars.
We complained about
Yeah,
that.
there's
during
a
Star
lot
Wars.
of-
No,
You know what?
it's fair enough.
I got
but
an
it feels
interesting
like real
point to
Star
bring up
Wars
about the
for
damn
once.
Ewoks. There's an interesting thing when you think about it.
If you fuck them, they explode.
That might be the
I
case.
paid $1 to see that.
What? Two
I was
times.
I
and
was
get-
4 at the time, so I don't know. Here's the trick. Everybody knew what an Ewok was. But,
Yeah,
but the name of their race is never said anywhere in the movie.
Trivia.
Oh, that's Yoda. Yoda's race is
No.
never said.
Was intentional.
No, but
Ewoks
either way,
too.
everybody
They don't
knows
know
what an
what
Ewok
he said.
is, but it's never said anywhere in the movie.
Well,
Thank you,
my
merchandising.
understanding is
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
that last episode. That episode was supposed to take place on the Wookiee
You
planet,
don't need
but
those.
Chewie became a little too complex as a character, and so they
Yeah, they tried that. It was the holiday
They basically
special.
tried.
It sucked.
They
Oh,
basically
they
tried.
sold him out.
Oh,
They
hey,
basically
don't
like
say
tried
that.
to
They sold
eliminate
him
the
out.
race.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
sold them out. The
So-
Wookiees got sold out.
Listening
You don't wanna cut it.
fans.
No, not until I've done
What
that.
do you think of the Mandalorian? Love it?
Okay.
Hate it?
I love it.
Is
Wait,
it,
no,
is
no,
it
wait.
a big?
I want to know why you love it, though.
Okay.
Because I think it's real Star Wars. It's
Okay.
real Star Wars.
You think it's
Because
true
the
to
other
the
facts-
spirit? You think it's true to the mythology? You think
It's not
true
perfect.
to-
I'm gonna admit that.
Wait, what is
okay?
Star
But
Wars?
next to this shit that they're showing now, yes, it's Star Wars. It feels like Star Wars when I watch it. I feel like I'm watching the original Star Wars. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong.
I don't understand.
But even the original Star Wars, if we go
I
back and we
understand
really
what
look
you're
at it with
saying.
an objective eye,
do
for
not
those of
like-
us who grew up with it, it really isn't perfect. There's a lot of holes.
Oh no,
there's a
Star Wars
lot
is
of-
all fucked up after the first episode. I mean,
Well, we're
a
talking
second.
4, 5, and 6. If we're talking 4, 5, and 6.
yeah, no, I don't consider those first three to be Star
Okay,
Wars. Okay?
I
Those aren't Star
have
Wars.
been. I have been
Jar Jar's
rewatching.
not.
But they
fucking
all
Star
take
Wars.
place on Tatooine.
Fuck them all.
I have been rewatching all of the movies and some of the Clone Wars and some of the Rebels, the animated series, in order, in chronological order, leading up to next week's premiere
She's
of
been tweeting
episode
and posting
9.
on Facebook. It's actually kind of annoying.
And no, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Shut the fuck up.
Watching episode 3. Look it up on Facebook.
Should I turn these up? Hold on. Let me you're deaf. That's right.
Did you say she's been watching it? Forget it.
I've only been watching. I haven't been playing.
Dix likes to say double fuck sticks.
Double fuck sticks. HD double fuck sticks. Okay, so I've gotten up to the point of Solo. I'm going to put this out. Personal
I like
opinion.
Solo too.
The third
Like better than the other shit.
episode
You've been doing that for
3,
years.
and I say this in quotes because for me, I saw the original Star Wars in the theater in 1977. Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith, is so
Wait,
far.
were you like a
The
baby Yoda at the
absolute-
time?
You were.
If he's 77, you gotta, what, were you 0?
I made a deal with the Crossroads.
Is that
Devil,
Return of the
I-
Jedi?
You were.
No,
like, you were like 5.
Revenge of the
Yeah, you were like
Sith.
What's the original name?
Revenge of the Sith. Return of the. It was originally Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah, right.
They decided that since the Jedi did
Return
not
of the
receive.
Jedi.
Yeah, the original
Fair enough.
marketing. Though, if you can find piece of the original marketing, it
It
says
is,
Revenge of the Jedi.
Oh no, it was, yeah,
But
you're
it
right.
became
Revenge
Revenge
of
of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It became Return
Yeah,
of
we
the
all know the
Jedi.
poster.
It was a
Where
little rough.
Lucas said, Jedi do not seek revenge. That's why. That's
Which
why.
is bullshit, by the way. They absolutely do.
That's
Yeah, they
why
absolutely do.
when you had
They made an entire movie about it.
Revenge of the Sith, that's why they used that title. So I just watched Revenge of the Sith. I just watched Solo. Revenge of the Sith to me is still the absolute worst Star Wars movie in the entire
Really? Phantom
pantheon.
Menace didn't catch you, huh?
No, Phantom
Phantom
Menace.
Menace pissed me
Dear,
off.
I'm
Phantom
gonna let
Menace
you know that you're
was-
gonna go against a lot of fans out
I'm
there.
not- and I'm fine with that.
Fans here.
I'm fine with that.
No.
But I'm sorry. But the writing was bad, especially any scene between Anakin and Amidala. They were god awful. And I'm sorry, Amidala
That was some
died.
bad writing. That was bad acting.
That was
Died.
bad acting.
No, the writing was bad. The
The writing was
acting
bad,
was
but that
bad.
was kind of bad acting.
Right.
It was a clusterfuck of bad all around.
All right.
And Amidala dying
I did
of a
like the-
broken heart.
I did like the Darth
Gag me.
Vader.
Dumb as fuck.
I did like the
Fucking
Darth
gag
Vader.
me. All right.
Okay,
It's
the-
not.
That's the only thing I like in that
The
film.
trick is,
I like Solo though.
there were.
All right,
No, Solo is actually pretty
Wait a
good.
minute.
Thank you. That's all you had to do is Solo.
Wait a minute.
Solo
No.
was pretty good.
Oh, fuck
She
your
didn't-
hospital,
no,
right?
she didn't die. She didn't die of a broken heart.
She died of a broken
No,
heart.
she didn't.
Yes,
No,
she did.
She
She
just
just break
didn't.
away.
No,
Killed you.
they didn't have the right technology. What actually happened is the midichlorian killed her.
There you go.
If they had realized she was full
I
of
fucking hate
midichlorian,
midichlorians. I hate that.
and they killed her because they wanted the rise of evil.
Alright,
You
for
know,
those of you
you
who
know-
hate the Mandalorian, who don't like the Mandalorian,
I
who
like
don't
the
like the
Mandalorian.
prequel,
Okay, now wait. Let me
because the prequel is ass.
All right, so let me explain why I don't like the man.
I like the
Neither do
I
I.
like the
Let me
Mandalorian
explain
better than
why.
the prequels.
Thank you.
Hey,
might give you that.
order.
Give me that.
I might give you that. Here's the
I actually liked it. I thought it was
here's the
Star
problem.
Wars.
Here's-
Well, it's counterpoint.
Yes.
No, it's not
Counterpoint.
Star Wars.
Counterpoint.
again. It's
It
not
is Star
I'm
Wars.
sorry,
Star Wars
but
again.
the glory.
You're
and
goddamn wrong, Tom.
The
Goddamn
glory
The
wrong.
acting
and
sucks.
joy.
The acting sucks. All right.
No.
The acting sucked in
Did you
Star Wars.
Did you? No.
It's
The acting sucked
Wait a
in
minute,
Star
wait a minute.
Wars.
I will
Did
agree
you
with
watch
you.
the episode
Still
where
acting in Star Wars.
I've seen all five.
I will agree with you on
I've
this
seen all
one.
five.
Please, like Star Wars acting was a word.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
No, it isn't.
Go back
No,
and watch
Parker doesn't
episodes
have
1
it.
through 3. You want to see some fun
You know,
acting? The
Here's
Mandalorian
what-
is looking a
wait a
lot
minute.
better.
Here's what I'll give
Agreed
you.
there. But
Here's what I'll give you.
This is almost.
It is Saturday afternoon acting.
yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
So
okay.
So
It's
Xena
It's
Warrior,
open.
It's
Hercules,
open.
Seeker. Saturday afternoon acting.
yes, it is. All right.
Yeah.
Water
Okay.
heater.
Okay. The acting is very two-dimensional.
Up until a couple of years ago,
That is
Oh, that's
there
so
was
loud.
a truncated version
Thank
of
you.
episode 3
Thank you.
mixed with parts of 2, mixed with like a few scenes from episode 1.
Much better.
Like a machete episode?
Right? It really was. It was like
No,
4
no, no,
hours
no, no,
worth
no.
of.
Wait.
If you wanted to do a
No,
prequel, this is all you really needed to tell. And it was like 4 hours. They put it on YouTube. It was on there for like 2 weeks before Disney went, no.
No. Yeah.
Now, here's the trick though, is that I forgot what I was going to say after that.
Well, I gotta
Well,
tell
that's
you
not
that.
much of a
You
tribute.
know what? The force is weak in that one.
God, so what
So,
we're gonna
I mean,
test the first connector.
Okay.
Right?
You had mentioned, and I get this sense too that it feels
Does anybody
very
have the feed up?
TV.
I want to see what our.
And it feels.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
And it feels very.
I can tie into this
I want
connector right
do we
here.
have
And
some
at the
feedback?
second-
You know, I really
And
don't.
it feels very
Yeah, that's where you
18
can hook up an external.
Hulk of
Somebody edit the
80s,
video.
you know, wandering guy who helps out stuff.
No, actually, the very first few episodes
Well, it
reminded me
comes
of.
from-
I really liked it because they got the little
Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah, I said that's what I like about it.
I think, yeah, no, the overall Cub was actually
Hold on a
good.
second, honey.
Now,
Hold on.
wait.
They still
Please let me finish my thought before I forget it
Okay,
again.
all right, make it fast.
The only trick to episode 3 that I wanted to finish on that
He
one
does for
was that there was a scene that all of us were waiting for in episode 3 that never happened, that would have made all the bullshit that we just put up with worth it for that scene. When he finally puts on the helmet and he looks at Palpatine and he says, "What is thy bidding, my master?"
Okay, that's
if he would have
fine.
said that line, it would have made all the
I don't know why they
bullshit worth
keep
it.
cutting this
God.
shit.
I don't know.
I hear the new
But
ones they
don't
cut
tell
a lot
me
of shit
Lucas
that
couldn't
really
have done
needed
that,
to
and it
happen.
totally would have made
Okay.
every piece of it worth it.
Having rewatched everything up to Solo in
think I've
chronological
rewatched-
order,
3 ever.
what the reaction that he had made sense. I hate that we didn't get that line, and I'm sorry, but of all of the prequels, especially the written script, the treatment that was the love affair between Anakin and Padme
Thank you.
was absolutely garbage.
And
It
kind
was
of creepy.
Creepy.
garbage and creepy to a point that
Hey,
it's
makes
creepy.
that charger thing
I'm sorry.
okay.
That was unbelievable. It wasn't even remotely acceptable.
Misa think you fucked up.
No, I will take Jar Jar. The Jar Jar character, I can
He'll get
accept over the love affair between the
Tom,
two characters.
put
the way
it
it was
on the
written.
table.
Oh, sorry. So, we're gonna go ahead and test the first connector. I already got the first port down on this now.
It happened.
Yeah.
All right.
We are actually doing the show.
Been hours.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually doing the show. Isn't
So,
that?
Yeah, you know what?
But before,
You know,
Okay.
next week if you guys showed up.
before I
on
go any
Friday,
further, I do want to kind of show what we're
Just
doing
saying.
here.
Just
So,
saying.
Scott's carved the connectors.
You can always
placed the
come.
connectors in the bottom shell. So we're gonna put the two VGA. I'm sorry, the two D9s
I mean, we all
on the
can.
front for
I
the
mean,
joysticks,
let's
and
make
then on the back we'll add an RGB connector as well. So once we're done, this will fit right into here, like that. And when we're done, you'll have two D9s on the front, so you can actually plug full-size
Very
joysticks
nice.
into here.
Yes.
I really like that.
And this will
outfit.
be the first step of making the Sega Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Beyond
making sure-
beyond
No,
going
I'm
back
not-
to it.
Before you put the
That's the
screws
reason I
in.
tape the wire. I'm not gonna put the screws in. We're just gonna test it real quick. So you got the batteries. Go ahead and pop batteries in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
they're
we
right
go.
there.
Right
Alright,
here.
let's pop batteries in. We're gonna power it up and actually test the
Do we
first
need
joystick.
the remote?
We will need the joystick.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a cartridge? I think I left my final
Yeah,
one
you did.
there.
Yeah, we have, this is 5-in-1 by Interplay.
So here's the
Fun
thing.
pack. So
Yeah,
if you
and
guys
I
can
intentionally
see-
chose to leave that cartridge in there. This way we're not stepping on anybody's toes
you.
intellectually.
There you go.
So that way, because nobody owns the copyright to chess.
Right.
And again,
I don't care.
the
Yeah,
Sega
we-
Master System.
So what we've done on this is we've added the first port to it. The other thing that I've got to mention is that
The only trick is that with the Sega Master System controller, I won't be able to hit the start button.
correct. You have. That's why you have to modify a Genesis one so you have a start button. I've wired it to the external for you. But
Now I just need to. I'll read
you
the
have
Genesis
to.
controller.
You actually have to
Yeah.
modify the Genesis
And we
controller on
need to
this.
bring all those parts that hopefully will be shipped
Yeah,
to us
that'll be
soon,
shipped to us
based
by
on the
about the
holidays.
27th
Alright, kids,
or
here
something
goes
like
nothing.
Because I ordered it a little bit too late.
Yeah, so
can't
next
see
week,
it like
so
that.
probably
Okay,
into
good.
January 2020. Guys, it's going to be the Roaring 20s again in
Oh,
just a few weeks.
shoot. Are this? Okay, I
Scott,
suppose.
do you want
Checkers will be fine for this.
to? Oh, we still got some in here.
Start on that. That's
So-
fine.
One of the funniest.
Okay,
things
so
I
as you
read
can
up-
see now, look at
Oh.
this.
Moving up and down.
I can't see it.
Okay, I know it's. Hence the reason we're doing the screen replacement next.
Yeah.
But here, careful, it's not
Way
screwed.
up, way up, way up.
You know what? If you guys are planning on doing
You
a
guys
screen
see this?
replacement, that's a good decision.
That's the
Yeah.
next
I do
mod.
that,
But as you can see, we have
replacement,
control
it does
over the
not help
joystick
as
now.
much.
Yeah.
So the joystick,
I'm gonna probably replace
the
it.
joystick mod works beautifully.
Those,
Hey, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, we're here. We're
Yeah, it
here.
is.
All right.
Okay, good show.
So we still have to use
By
the
the way,
start
thank
button
you,
here
Rob.
though.
This is lovely.
Yep.
And
Right?
I think
I'm a bourbon girl, so.
as you can see, we
you
can
are
move the
right on.
Again, brown liquor
Let's
Christmas.
try and turn
So,
the
No,
I'll tell you right, yeah, do
What?
that. But here's the thing:
I
we are
know.
having a problem.
You guys are busy.
One Direction's not working
I know.
right now.
Uh-oh.
But there are some
My,
files
This is
that are
We
worth
have to check
more.
that. My my
Check,
left.
check the
brown
contract.
liquor
No,
Christmas.
my left control's not
I
working.
already
Yeah, I know,
tried to
but
get
still
up
check
here.
the
I want
contract
it for
anyway.
New Year's.
Actually, I'm a pro down there.
And-
Okay, that's
I
fine.
know, I want to do,
Left
because
is
I am
not
a
working.
bourbon girl.
You've been to Bardo. Just saying.
So,
Yeah, I
Christmas,
remember
you
that
can-
hangover.
I read this analysis.
By the way,
and
I
was-
need a place to crash for New Year's.
There's room in my house.
Okay,
I got
good.
the guest room.
I didn't know if
Yeah, he
Travis was
literally
gonna be
has
up
room.
or not.
They have a house. They bought a house.
Hey,
In
it's switch.
here?
They're home.
You're moving home?
Yeah.
Travis, you're
Yes.
moving home? You didn't tell me. Damn you.
Was that
Congratulations. That's
announced?
wonderful.
Well, it is now.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can't wait to see you guys. Cheers.
Look at this.
So yeah, just
So there is
they
the
got- they got a house.
coolest
Good.
cow.
Glad we can crash
Tom.
on
Thank you.
Texas.
Tom, check this out.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that is
saw that.
epic.
That turned out.
All right, no, I want you. Can you zoom
Yeah,
that
sure.
in the center?
Here, no.
All right, so this is 3D printed.
Yeah, this is totally 3D printed right here.
All right, so I want you to see this because what this does is it acts as the centerpiece
And
and a storage space for your games.
for your
That is really cool.
for your Joy-Cons.
Yep.
that
So you
attach-
can dock your Joy-Con.
dock your
By the way,
Joy-Con,
I want
right?
to point out that Ryan is
Sorry.
looking at this with a very serious intensity.
Look at that.
He is like really serious about this. He's like, yeah, you know what? How many of us have wanted
Send me
this?
the
Yeah, I
files.
know.
Send me the files.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom, print me one, you ass.
Hey, I just got a new printer this weekend.
Did you?
Good show. Good show.
The 3D45, the Dremel.
Dude, that's impressive.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude.
So yeah, there it is.
Very nice.
It holds everything. And
By the way, I need more,
here.
yeah,
It'll hold
yeah,
I need more
games.
portable storage.
Okay, yeah. No,
I hate to do it to you.
no, I got
But I
It'll
really
hold like
need
8
it.
games. So
those things,
Yeah.
those portable storage are
There you go, check it
perfect.
out.
Dude, I have 2 of them by my bed now.
Yeah, no, they're
And
perfect.
and that's the problem. I didn't use them for my storage. I put them by my bed
Uh-oh.
because I really like having portables by my bed.
Yeah, it's nice there's something that locks it in.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
goes like-
It
I don't want
doesn't
that.
go
Send,
through.
send me the link for that.
I'll send you the link because it
I
was.
assume it's on Thingiverse?
No, it was on Etsy.
Wait, what normally
oh, no,
goes
then
should
no.
be
No, no, no.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
buy them.
Yeah, I just bought it. I
what normally goes
don't have the. I don't have the
Yeah,
plans for it.
I'll
see if I can get
Oh, they actually
I'll
make
go
a
on
piece that
Thingiverse
goes
and I'll see
between
if I
them,
can
Yeah.
find it
and
myself.
it becomes a controller like a train.
I never thought.
You do not have a Switch, do you?
I do
Oh,
not have a
it
Switch.
does, but it was hard to
You know
get.
what, Larry?
But yeah,
You need
yeah,
one.
it helps a little.
You
bit,
would
especially
no
for
seriously.
work on it. So,
Of the people I know, you would probably appreciate it.
and
Yeah.
it's got this-
You really
That's
would like
probably
it.
that's
true.
storage containers that
But
hold
so there
all
is like a thing that locks them.
You know where you do have the money,
I know. But
right?
it's not the point.
You waste a lot of money if you're gonna waste
I do.
on them.
I do.
Waste on the
Bowling machine
Switch.
first.
Really, it was really great.
Bowling machine first.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Bowling
The
machine first, Larry.
all right. You know what?
Tapper.
Tapper.
He says Switch.
Look,
She says
how much do you need for the bowling machine? I'll help you out with it. All right.
700.
Jesus,
Star Wars.
really?
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Star Wars
machine.
one-up machine.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. Well, yeah, it doesn't work, but it's
So many choices
Did you
out
say
there.
I actually got really
Switch is
lucky.
way cheaper.
I got really lucky recently. One of my customers that came into my bar, he was looking to get rid of some stuff out of his basement. So I ended up with a pinball machine in my basement.
I want to point out the fact that you run a game company and you have a bar.
Well, I don't own the bar. I'm just the manager. But
Oh yeah,
No, I don't
We're
know.
working
I'm
to
just
have a
the
bar
manager.
in our basement.
Oh, yeah.
Of our
No, no,
new house.
the more ironic
We
part
have
about it is that
new-
my boss is going to help me build the bar.
The bar owner is going to help Scott, who is the manager of the bar, build a personal bar, and we are going to model it after like Flynn's from
nice.
Tron.
Yeah.
And we are going to put in all of the accoutrement.
Like all my
next to that.
stand-ups, my arcade. I've got an air hockey
What
table.
cracks me up is how much they get along
So
with
according
us.
to
I
this,
don't
connect
get
correctly.
that.
Say what?
But anyway.
So yeah.
Oh wait.
Which
Oh
means the
shit!
joypad
I should
might
probably
be bad.
close the episode.
I would use this JP
probably.
pad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So
I was
Should we
wondering
do
if we were ever
the
going to do
full-
that.
Should we do the
So
full?
it's possible
the
this
full-
joypad is not working correctly. So the wiring is fine.
Do you have
Oh.
a Sega
So my
controller?
joypad might be bad.
Okay.
He's got a Master System. Can I borrow your Master System controller?
Now.
yeah.
Alright, well, so we're
Everyone
going
else
to go ahead
says
and
you.
get out of this episode.
Why would we get out of this beautiful episode, Larry? This is
Beautiful episode.
You know, if you used an Atari controller, it would work.
It would work
just
as well. Yeah. I can use an Atari controller if you got one handy.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and say
Alright.
goodnight. We're going to see
All right,
you next
wait.
week.
Switch.
Look forward to this.
Put your cameras.
What's next week, though?
Oh my God, is that bright? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Tuesday, number 1, we have the last of our Game Hole Con consolidated episodes.
Which is
And-
amazing. Please turn in.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Please
if
tune
you
in.
catch any of them,
Oh my God.
this is gonna be
You
it.
This is
need
the one
to
apparently.
tune in to this
This one's
interview.
gold.
All right, now
It
I
is
know
happening.
there's like 2 of you who are disappointed. Okay, look, yeah, we're not gonna do Guys Games and Beer live on Tuesday. However, on Friday, it's time for Brawl Liquor Christmas, and Brawl Liquor Christmas is hours of Guys Games and Beer.
Yeah.
This is like the old days when we used to just keep rolling forever. It is gonna be amazing.
I'm totally not going to say that there won't be a kazoo
Yeah,
solo.
around.
There may be.
We hope there's a casino.
You know what?
Oh,
I don't
think
think
so.
that's a negative.
Oh, it could have been.
I don't think it's a negative.
It could
All
have
right,
been.
so we're gonna start the episode. We're gonna play Days
Maybe that
Before
was it.
Christmas.
You're
There's
right.
gonna be
I'll
the
bet you're
general
right.
gameplay,
Because
and
it
then we're
was
gonna break into
Mm-hmm.
general Guys
Wait,
Games and
no, it
Beer.
doesn't matter.
We are definitely doing.
Buffoonery?
That's the four-way pad there.
Huh?
Buffoonery, general, guys, games of beer.
Yeah, there's gonna be
Oh,
buffoonery. We're gonna be doing the
GGB bullshit.
yeah, we're gonna be doing the Star
Okay,
Wars
you're
Christmas
right.
special, which we do every year
On
with
the
Guys Games and Beer.
19th, man.
Which
Premiere on the 19th.
apparently they've disowned.
Yeah, totally.
Nope. I am looking forward to episode 9.
And there's gonna be plenty of drinking.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All right.
sober
I'm gonna
talk.
pass out.
There's going to be plenty of sober talk.
There will be before the drunkenness begins. But I cannot promise. I cannot promise that drunkenness won't happen when you're alive.
No, John
Brawl Liquor
Sherman.
Christmas, if you guys have experienced
Your drunkenness is going to happen.
it happens pretty quick. It happens fast. It happens hard. And it happens.
It happens.
It's not boppy. It's hard.
What happens
It's-
at
hurts.
G2B happens at G2B.
It
Stays
does.
at
And-
G2B.
And it doesn't stay at G2B. It goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere.
We do tend
It goes
we do tend
everywhere.
to make it go everywhere.
But it happens.
It goes everywhere, and it's
It happens here.
Not a
Just
bad
have
thing.
to deal with
Not
it.
a bad thing.
Because we make you sign a release. Just saying.
HR demands it.
The HR does demand
What
it.
else is HR demand? No, wait. don't
Did
answer.
you know, Larry, that you are excited as my HR department as well? If you do run up, yeah. I'm not kidding. You were mentioned 2 episodes ago
That
as
is-
my HR
That's
department.
excellent.
Yeah.
front door.
So anyway,
I-
next week Friday
That was
is
my
Guys
very
Games
first
and Beer, the Christmas
Yes.
episode. This is it, the big episode of the year. We are going to be playing Days Before Christmas. Everybody's going to play it. It's going to be great. If you enjoyed this episode, God,
We're sorry.
wonders why you would. But you can check us out at www.guysgamesandbeer.net.
Yep.
If you like Facebook, www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer. By the way, we are there all week.
It's kind of funny you mentioned
Yeah,
that.
they're-
If you like Facebook.
you like the Facebook.
Guys, gays, and beer.
No, screw
Yeah.
screw us.
Human
You like
If you like
Facebook.
Facebook, go
There's
ahead.
nothing you would want better than Guys Games and Beer.
Create a Facebook
At
account just for us.
www.guysgamesandbeer. Slash.
Slash.
No, wait. No.
No.
www.
Wow, have another one, Rob.
/Guys Games and Beer. And it is going to be awesome.
It is.
By the way, Guys, Games, and Beer is brought to you by Lionheart Racing! Down here!
And who else did they bought by?
If you go to
And Pick Up and Go Games.
And it's coming. It's coming.
Oh wait, is it?
Oh,
By the way,
Pick Up and Go.
there are but two links. Two links on Guys, Games, and Beer these days.
Yeah.
Number one, in the top right-hand corner, you got yourself Lionheart Racing. If you'd like to race. If you'd like to race without tasting really nasty hot.
Questionable.
But
I like questions.
if you like yourself some board games, and you like your board games, if you like them to be fun, you know what? If your friends don't like board games and they want to learn how to like board games,
Unfriend them right away.
if you look right below that, on guysgamesandbeer.net,
Yes.
there is a link. Where do you think
Not
that
just
link
any
goes?
I'm hoping to us.
Well, you could tell the audience
You
where
think
it
it goes
goes
to
to.
Pick
It will
Go
go
Games?
to pickupandgo.games. We are also on Facebook at pickupandgo.games and also on Twitter at pickupandgo.games.
That's right.
Go Games. So.
Absolutely true.
So click on that link on guysgamesandbeer.net.
Simplified RPGs, simplified card games. So thank you.
Can we talk a second about what the whole theory here is? The whole theory is you like to game, right? But gaming can be a bitch, okay? It
Absolutely.
Can be. It can be a
It
pain
can
in the
be
butt.
It can be a
time
pain in the
sink.
Right, exactly.
It can be a money sink. Sometimes books are this thick.
Sometimes
separates you.
it takes several episodes,
It separates you
Friends,
between
yeah.
your friends. What if you want
Absolutely.
your friends to enjoy gaming as much as you do? Maybe you should check out Pick Up and Go Games. Because those are the types of games that will make your friends think, maybe board games are excellent.
Everybody has busy schedules. They
Yeah.
have work. They have kids.
Maybe they want to read 258 pages.
Maybe they don't want to read 600 pages worth of rules. So in 30 pages, they can be up and running in an hour. You can be at a table. You can be throwing down dice and running through an adventure in less than an hour.
Absolutely true.
This is why she's our PR department.
True story.
Yep. She went to school for it too.
Tabletop
I'm still paying for it.
Tabletop gaming does not need to take
Welcome to America.
a number of hours. It does not need to take a library full of books. It only takes a 30-page book. It takes an hour worth of work, and you can be up and running in your
Crazy
own
idea.
adventure.
You can
I
have
know.
just some fun.
I know.
Just some fun. Imagine that.
And for $5 on our website at pickupandgo.games, you can be up and running and working on tabletop. You can, whether you've played, whether you've never played, whether you've played for 30 years, you can do it. I know, it's crazy to think that you do not need a library full of books and
Gee, Tyler in the top of top
day
10.
after day after day.
It's gotta be bad.
I hear music. Where am I hearing music?
It's the back of your head.
Oh well, yeah, that's because I'm working on this. We'll try different game pad. All right, close this out, Robert. I need to test
Yeah,
the game
let's
pad.
go.
out.
Alright, but anyway, do www.guysgamesandbeer.net.
Oh.
Like, no, seriously, if you look for, you've been trying to get your friends into board gaming. You're like me. You're like Ryan, where you don't have a lot of friends that are into board gaming, and you want to kind of pull them in. This is it.
Here, this
Here's
gives
your
us a chance to give a quick sneak preview of what me and my writing team is working on. Well, our next
And you get naked.
no,
Okay.
Damn it!
He might have been working on that though too.
our next big project.
I'm ruined.
Since Crips and Creatures, we're actually gonna step away from Crips and Creatures for a little bit. Our next big project. I mean, we'll still print, yes, and talk and run.
I think you
games
can
and
buy.
everything, yes. Our next big project is called Near Future.
Yes.
It sounds like it's a little bit of a departure.
Is this
Yeah.
We
Yes.
are
More sci-fi.
We are moving, I mean, we will still have the Crips and Creatures, which is fantasy, but we are now going to be offering a simplified modern
Actually, future modern,
Future modern
hence
role
the name
play.
near future.
So, in a way, it is an homage to what the Catalyst, and I say that both figuratively and literally, of what projected, what brought Pug about,
yes,
what brought Pick Up and Go Games about.
If you like things like Ghost in a Shell, Neuromancer, Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh my God, Neuromancer! I can't believe you just threw Neuromancer.
Neuromancer.
Thank you, William Gibson.
Yes.
If you like,
by the way, Retro Rob covers the Neuromancer.
If you like things like that, Near Future is going to be for you. It'll use simplified Crypts and Creatures rules.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're still gonna have 3 stats, but probably about 7 skills. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be able to cover everything, and we'll be able to have like future tech, cyberware.
Yep.
And that'll be the core book for Near Future.
Yeah, you like kills me.
Cyberpunk 2020 was always one of my favorite systems. I love. Yes, thank you. Cyberpunk 2020. I played a solo. I absolutely Decker.
Nope.
I loved that. So Pug is exploring the idea of the near and far future. We are going to bring that whole modern idea into a simplified ability. So if you are not really big on the fantasy, on the D&D, on the anything along those lines, we are going to bring you within 30 to 40 pages. It's still in the works, but we are going to bring you the easy system that is going to bring you into the modern age.
Holy shit. Rob, take us out the rest of the way. Sorry, guys, we got to wrap this up.
That's
I did not realize. I thought we were going to wrap up. Yeah, we really did wrap this up.
Pick Up and Go Games wishes all of you a wonderful holiday season. We hope you have a fantastic go into the Roaring 20s in style. We encourage everybody to do so. And Guy Games a beer.
Yeah. All right. So.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There's game giveaways.
Yeah, there are game giveaways.
Game giveaways.
Hey, guys, games and beer.
That's right. We gave away Leisure Suit Larry games.
We did.
Nice.
Compliments of Larry.
Now
Change it up.
now you want to go classic. Leisure Suit Larry, when I worked at GameStop like 15 years ago.
We're already, we're like 2.5 hours into the show tonight.
Oh.
2 hours into the show tonight.
All right. So, my understanding is we double the length of the average show.
Yeah.
I think you've got guys, games, and beer 2 times. All right, fine.
And you were
Guys,
wishing
Games,
it
and Beer.
was a fourth of that.
Please note that for the episode, for Guys, Games, and Beer, the holiday edition, we will be back on Twitch. We are returning to Twitch.
Yes.
Yay!
For Brown Liquor Christmas. I think that's a good time to return.
That's an excellent
That's
time
a great
to return.
time.
All right.
Look for us on Twitch.
I know that there's people who like us on Twitch, and there's people who make some really crude comments. And I'm going to tell you right now, we approve of the really crude comments you make on Twitch, and we are going to bring it back. So this is it. We have the technology. We're going to bring it back. I want to thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, check us out, www.guysgamesandbeer.net, www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer for daily updates of Guys Games and Beer, on Twitter @GuysGamesBeer. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Enjoy, and we will see you. Don't forget our special next Tuesday. There's gonna be a special for our good friends at GameHoleCon. Everybody's been at GameHoleCon, but
Please
don't forget, Brown Liquor Christmas premieres on Friday, December 20th.
Yay!
It's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be a
away a game during that.
Oh, we're going to come
You know what?
from that.
I think we will get. No, you know what? Better than that. You know
Better
what?
than that, Rob?
You know what? Our friends at Mega Cat Studios gave us giveaways.
Oh,
Brown Liquor
boy.
Christmas.
Here we
On
go.
Brown Liquor Christmas as a Christmas present to you guys. We're giving away a game.
Nice.
Physical game from
And will that be
Mega Cat
posted?
Studios. we're gonna pay for it.
We'll
send it
we'll
out.
pay the postage.
There
Make
you
it
go.
cheap
Bastards.
games. Look them
So,
up. Look them
so
up.
be ready. On that night, we're gonna give you a special email address at Guys Games and Beer to send it to, and we will give you a free copy. First person. You know what? Screw it. First 2 people.
Damn.
Damn.
Wow.
Looking good, folks.
All right, so be ready. Thank you very much for watching Guys Games and Beer. This is it for the night. Wait,
Maybe it's a.
that is it
That was a good idea.
for the night.
I need some kind of a D9 controller. Atari would be good, actually.
I actually have to get home.
All right.
Why don't I do
Change
the,
at 9
why don't
o'clock.
I've got it upstairs.
You got a Master System control upstairs? That's fine.
Oh,
right.
jeez.
I might be parked in. I don't know.
All right.
Which car do you have?
Rob, can I steal one of your hands?
That's what they're there for, dude. Reach in, grab it.
Please.
If we are, just let us
Hey,
know. We're the last one on the left side.
Control.
Scott,
Hi.
Okay.
come on up with me.
See you.
Yeah, you haven't seen his game room. Show me your game
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
I know you guys have seen it on the show.
I need to test this and get.
God, Retro
I see you while
Rob,
watching the show. I see
Come on
it
over.
behind you. Hold on a second.
I need to test and get moving.
Come on, you.
I have to go pick up
Come
plastic
on.
pallets tonight.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was for what?
For the G2B gear.
Thanks.
The guy's got a bunch
You know
of
what?
big plastic
Yours?
pallets. I'm going to cut them down to size and put
But,
wheels on the bottom for all our
you know
G2B
what?
gear.
A lot of it takes you.
So that everything's already palletized. All we do is roll pallets up in the
It's
trucks,
a
dude.
really good deal on this
Oh,
place.
jeez.
It was fucked up.
It's been. Thanks, man. You take it.
Actually,
All right. If you think you can make it work. Hey, where are we on one of the coils that I asked about?
I didn't bring them tonight.
And I mean, you didn't bring them, but where are we at with them? Did you test them at all?
Yeah, they are definitely short on the inside, so we have to unwind them and redo them. There's no just repairing them.
Okay. But it's that simple.
It is that simple.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. And then secondary wheels.
Oh, there you go.
He works at him.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the wheels that go on the outside.
we're going to have to make brackets. I can't find anything online.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have my machinist bend us a piece of metal in that shape.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's where we're at on that. I still think that's our best bet.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, you know,
I just was wondering where it's at.
I was thinking about sticking them on the bottom, but after talking to you, I think I like that idea better.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, I thought those brackets probably existed, but I'm a little shocked that they don't.
it's the width. You've got to have
Oh.
enough width on it to go underneath and to hold a caster on the outside, and that's where the problem comes into play: is the width of them.
Oh.
And it's also going to be a heavy enough gauge.
I swear in my memory, I've seen those things.
No, if you
sit,
find something like that, just
like on the bottom of, I don't know, a refrigerator.
yeah,
or
no,
some
no,
shit.
I can't find anything like that. If you find something like that, send me the link.
All right, well, maybe I'll take a look around. I swear I've seen someone. But
I
you've
thought
already
I did
done the standard.
No,
shit.
I thought I did, and I couldn't find anything, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, maybe we have,
Yeah,
but it's
well.
something they stopped doing.
Well, that's possible too.
Like that was an '80s solution.
Yeah, exactly. Dog Street.
Like 30 years later, that's not the solution to things.
Are we still broadcasting?
Oh.
Why, yes, we are. Stop the broadcast.